So we haven't actually spoke about any of the decks really that much. So
Yeah, we
what
normally do that on our turn
we can
one.
do some introductions,
Mhm.
reintroductions, and introductions, and speak about decks in momentarily. I think.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll just give like a chance to get their deck shuffled. Yeah. Are those both surge? Is that both? Are those both surge foils I see there, or just
They are both surge foils. Yes.
nice?
Um, and then a lot of the cards in this deck, actually all the cards in this deck came out of the printer. And then some of them came out of my printer because I agreed to play on Amara's stream when she was doing the Doctor Who pre-con battles.
Oh, she's called Amara. That was.
But the courier hadn't gotten them to the game store in time, so I didn't have them. So I came home from supervising Friday Night Magic, and then the color printer quit. So I printed them out in the black and white printer, cut them up, and then spent the stream as I played them, coloring them with crayons and pencil crayons.
Wow.
Who needs
So
to
all
paint
the
it?
ones, so all the ones that are from the first Doctor's deck, the historic deck, are all like black and white and hand colored. And then when they, like 4 days later, the deck finally came in, the boxes came in, but I'm like, man, like I've got a complete set now. I think I'll just leave the other ones in. So if anyone objects, I can actually go and open the box.
No,
But
No,
I do
no,
own
we're
all the
proxy
cards.
friendly. We're proxy friendly.
Yeah.
we're very much
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's my colored. So that's I'm embarrassed to show this because you've got Revelo on this stream, who is quite possibly the greatest altarist I've ever seen.
Are you not mixed me up with someone else? I don't do
I
altars.
did, didn't I? I just did. I just did.
I mean, I'm flattered, but no, my art isn't that good. Although,
Just being conscious of time, do we want to
Yep.
get?
Yeah,
I'm
let's-
ready. I'll
let's-
just
yeah, let's rock and
so
roll.
we'll start. We'll do
Should we
introductions again.
Yep.
Roll 2d6 and see who goes first.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yep.
do it.
Let's get to another. I got 7.
Right.
All right,
So
Did I get a tardy penalty of like a -3 to initiative?
nah, we're not like that.
You're all good.
What I could do is actually finding d6s, which apparently are eluding me now.
Just roll these 2.
I've got 2. Don't
I
worry.
got 2.
I got snake eyes. I'm
Yeah.
definitely going
First
first.
should be.
Yeehaw.
Let's see. I had 2 Lord of the Rings ones here that are the same. I got an 11.
Okay, you're going first.
That means I'm going second. Yay. So yeah, what we'll do. We'll do brief introductions again. So, Jason, do you want to start to tell people like who you are and where they can find you and what you do?
Hi, I'm Jason. You can find me on @Jason D&D MTG on Twitter because everyone refuses to call it X. And you can also find me making poor D&D choices on the YouTubes with a group called Fate Weavers. And I'm
like that
playing. Yeah. I am also playing Nathia, but we will get into what the deck does.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we'll get people to explain your decks in turn 1. And Llachlan, over to you. Please introduce yourself, tell people where they can find you and what you do.
I'm Llachlan. You can find me tonight, Tuesday, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Atlantic, hosting Tuesday Night Team Ups, which is a 2-headed giant stream, which I'd love to get some of you fine folks onto. So 2 teams enter, 4 friends leave.
That sounds really good, actually.
It is an absolute hoot because it changes the dynamic, right? It's okay to try and win. I get to have people partner up that don't normally get to interact when I team them up. So it is a tremendous amount of fun. I also host What's in the Dex box spots for my LGS and teach Magic and various things at the high schools and middle schools I work with as part of a Hate Has No Home Here campaign. And I think that's all I'm going to say because I'm the one that made the stream late.
No,
I also apologize for my beanie because
it's really cute.
Why do you
Thank
have
you.
to
Then
apologize?
I'll just stop at that point of the apology.
No, no, no,
Why
no.
are you apologizing for the beanie?
It's the beanie's cool. I love the purple hair too. You've done a good job there. So,
I
and
went from having a whole hour to get ready and fix my hair and do the things one does before a stream to having minus 30 minutes. So
honestly, no, I know, I know, I understand that it's easy to feel bad. Like I would feel the same, but honestly, don't worry about it. We understand it's hard on Discord, but
I can't do Discord I can't get the Discord at work, right? So
no.
unless you send me a tweet and I happen to see it, I apologize because I should have double checked.
Yeah, I probably could have also made sure to tweet at you. So again, these things go both ways. So
That's okay. So your turn one anyway. Your first, Lachlan. So if you want to take your turn and explain what your deck is doing, tell the fun things about your deck.
So, the cards in this deck are all cards that are found in the Commander product decks, like in the Commander decks themselves, from the Doctor Who precons. So it's a remix, much as the Doctor himself is. I'm just going to mulligan while I talk. And so the point of the first Doctor is to kind of use the TARDIS to enable Cascade and to put +1/+1 counters on things. Whereas Tegan is kind of bolstering the Doctor in that whenever I attack with a historic creature, it gets +1/+1 and becomes indestructible. The TARDIS is a historic spell that becomes an indestructible creature when it attacks and gets +1/+1. And then when I cascade off of it, the Doctor allows me to put counters on a target artifact or creature. The TARDIS is a target artifact and or creature. So that's pretty much all my deck wants to do. Is play the Doctor.
It's a good.
And I set the design challenge of staying within the universe. Though some of the printings are not the exact ones.
It's a good goal to have. I did that with an Aragon deck, kept it Street Universes Beyond. So, a 6-player Commander game, Chrono. I've done 5-player, and that was mentally taxing enough. I dread to think how 6-player did.
I did 9-player once.
Done
That was
7.
fun.
Oh,
9 players. Woof.
Turns out you need It turns out you need an odd number when you go above 4.
So
We
that-
did. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Because you need to be able to guarantee to break ties and voting cards and things.
Yeah, that does make sense actually. Minus Cinderglade. I took Cinderglade out. I replaced with a different one. So it is a 100% Tales of Middle Earth. Oh, we can see your hand on stream, by the way. That's it.
That's okay. I'm going to start with a tap Path of Ancestry and pass my turn.
Okay. And I will start. I am playing Sauron the Dark Lord, because I'm a massive Lord of the Rings nerd, as those who know me will attest to. This isn't 100% Universes Beyond. This is basically a Spellslinger / a Mass / Graveyard style deck. So, yeah, I want to make a big Orc army, maybe get the Ring Temption a few times, and overrun you with the Hordes of Mordor. So I will start with a mountain, and I will tap. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to play a turn 1 Sol Ring.
Target acquired.
Yeah, and I will resign myself to my fate, and I will pass turn to Amy.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw.
Oh,
Amy, you got to switch view, remember?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna draw.
Switch view. Yeah, I completely forgot about switching view, and for some reason it's lagging today. So it's like putting the border in and then swapping the cameras. But never mind. Anyway, so yeah, I'm playing my Sidar Jabiri deck. It's just the Precon Knights deck with maybe like 6 or so upgrades, which was mostly lands and a few bits and pieces. Obviously, it's got white in it, so I put Mana Tide in there. Why not? But I'm gonna go with a Plains and pass.
Switch view.
So every signature deck of Amy with white in it will have a Mana Tithe guaranteed.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fantastic, I love it. Right, untap, upkeep, draw. We are playing Icnithia, Hand of Erebos, aka God's other favorite princess. We will play Temple of Milady, scry, and I will pass the turn.
I
It's
panicked for
God's favorite princess, but is like the second most interesting girl in the world, then is it? I guess.
Yeah.
when you said
Yeah, it's
temple,
the
I
other.
panicked for a minute and thought you were going to say Temple of the False. I'm like, well, that's a brave choice for first turn. Yeah, over to
Oh
you, Llachlan.
yeah.
All right, I will untap my Path of Ancestry. Draw my card for turn. Oh, look at this! Never punished. Never punished.
I swear I heard that the other. Did that you said that yesterday? Did you? I'm hearing that a lot lately.
Uh, choose a color other than blue. Well, it's a two-color deck, right? Is my deck a two-color deck? My deck's a two-color deck. I will play a tap Thriving Isle, naming Plains. And yeah, it was a mistake, but I'll do that.
You can take it back if you want.
Yes, I'm gonna play a Plains.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tap the Path of Ancestry and the Plains to play Ace's Baseball Bat. Equipped creature gets +3/+0, and as long as the equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked by a Dalek if able. Equip legendary creature 1, equip 3 otherwise.
That scene in Classic Who when Ace just wails on the Dalek is just amazing. Fun fact, that also inspired the TV tropes Moment of Awesome page.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
There you are.
I did not know that, so. And then I shall pass my turn.
And Chrono compliments your League of Legends playmat, and I'm inclined to agree that is a really beautiful playmat. So
I love this. It was a gift from the other members of our podcast group. They were able to go to HellCon and I couldn't. And I've got normally my hair is less purple and more pink.
yeah.
So I've got Vi hair normally, but now it's Obika hair. I'm actually gonna do Obika.
Oh, I like that. Are you plan to build an Abika deck or?
Yes. Fabian's already built it or has already put the list together for me. I just have to acquire the cards now.
Oh, that's quite handy. So, okay. So I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm gonna play Grishnaka, Brash Instigator. When it ETBs, I mass orcs 2. So.
The orc army's arrived.
I can gain control of target creature, non-legendary creature an opponent controls until end of turn. However, no one's got any other creatures out, so this is purely me just doing this to get a board presence. So that is all I can do, and I will pass to Amy. And yeah, I think the new Rebecca does look really good. So and a lot of people are going to build her as a commander, I think. So
I shall draw.
Well, I figured out a way to get Millennium Calendar to basically go off in a turn with Abika.
that sounds quite appropriate as well.
Koilos into a Felwar Stone, and then I'm just going to pass.
Sweet. Untap.
Mordor squaddies, yes. So we just give. So all the orcs seem to have American accents, and
I'll play Canopy Vista. I will show a. No, that's taps.
no,
I do
Canopy Vista
apologize.
does not reveal. You can take takes back if you want to play different. Then
Yeah,
that's fine.
sorry. I will play the planes. I do apologize. Reading the card explains the card. I will tap this for a green. I'll play Enchantress All Star Sissus Harvest Hand.
Nice.
And I realized I didn't explain what this card does, but I think everyone does know what Nethia does at this point, which is Enchantress good stuff.
Yes.
And that is me done.
I have that precon with some few minor upgrades.
Spain.
You pass, correct?
Mm-hmm.
No, not that one.
All right. So I'm going to untap. I've also just realized I don't normally play in the daylight, and I haven't cleaned my room, and it's obvious. I'm so sorry.
I couldn't notice. I didn't notice anything. We saw nothing.
Yeah.
I will draw for turn. I will play an island, and then I will tap the Path of Ancestry, the Plains, and the island to cast the first Doctor. I have 2 triggers.
Yep.
I am going to decide to take the Scry trigger after I take the.
Get the TARDIS out.
When you.
Yeah, I think you can stat the triggers, so you can search for
exactly.
Yeah.
TARDIS
but
first.
they're both my triggers, so-
the one's a cast trigger. The Path of Ancestry is a cast trigger.
Ah, so that goes first.
So you'd have to
Oh yeah,
scry
it's the
first.
ETB. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So it doesn't matter about your scry because
Okay.
you'll lose whatever you scry.
Yeah.
Frodo, I never thought about doing a Becca as a suspend there. That's a nice build around for any. I keep thinking about whether to add the original Joyra to my Doctor Who, my 10th Doctor deck. Because also, I feel like the Doctor and Joyra would make a good team up. Like, Joyra would be like a good companion.
So I have pulled the TARDIS out of the deck,
Mm-hmm.
along with an empty sleeve.
Interesting. Which
Which I'm
Joyra are
hoping is
you
just
thinking?
because I replaced the Tegan and Doctor sleeves with DJ Pony ones.
Did I hear you say earlier that you're gonna build a 5-color Doctor's deck?
Yes, with Morphon at the helm.
Oh, I thought you were
Right.
gonna go the I thought you were gonna go for like a 14th Doctor with like Clara or something like that. I wouldn't have thought.
No, because if I go with Morphon, it's perfectly flavorful, right?
Yeah.
I don't need a companion to pull it off.
No, you don't.
Morphon is just some unnamed incarnation of a doctor.
He is the Doctor who is
He's a
yet to be.
shapeshifter.
Yeah, no, that
Right?
counts.
The Doctor who's
So he
yet
is
to
in
be.
fact the Doctor. So yes, and then the TARDIS goes into my hand. And that is all I can do this turn, so I shall pass.
Okay. Tippity tap. Okay, let's play a swamp so I can at least have say my mana's fixed. Okay, Amy's tapped
Yes,
out,
the
so I can't.
imaginary number.
I'm not tapped out. I've got a Felwar Stone.
So is there a mana type in? Is mana type?
I have one of mana of any color being held up of what you lot can produce.
She could do a white.
I can produce white and blue, which is the same that you can produce.
This is the idea of making everyone just scared that I might just have mana type and then not actually have it.
Yeah, you've got a reputation to uphold, haven't you? I'm gonna tap 3, although I'm only gonna spend 2 of it. I'm gonna cast Dreadhorde Invasion.
Hey.
Any responses?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you could pay mana type at the moment, so what's the point?
This is true, yeah. And then I think I'm just going to go to combat. So Llachlan has an old man. Like, do I really want to wail on an old man? So
You really don't.
So he's
I mean, he's a pesky old man, though.
Because yeah, the old man will punish you at some point.
I mean, William Hartnell was known to be quite.
That was so menacing. Oh man, will punish you at some point.
I mean, to be fair, this is me going way back. So the first Doctor Who serial after Unearthly Child is when they basically went back to the Stone Age, and this is before they'd figured out how they wanted all the characters to be. So the first Doctor did attempt to kill a caveman by braining him with a stone.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Early Doctor Who was really weird before they figured out, like, this is like before, because I think the intention was the Doctor would have been a supporting character, and it was the companions that would have been the main character, but naturally that didn't happen, and the Doctor immediately became the standout of the show. Hence why we're now 15, 16, 17 incarnations deep now, if we count the non-numbered ones. Yeah, Idiot Savant makes sense. So yeah, I will go to combat. How big is that? So we got a 1/1 and
You're doing all this like thinking, but I know what's going to happen. I've got no creatures.
actually, yeah. Why am I even hanging about?
Like,
Chain me for 2.
how much is it?
2, just 2.
he's like umming and ahhing about who to attack into with the creatures, and it's like, hey, I've got an open board.
Yeah.
Why did that take so long?
I don't know why.
Because they didn't want to throw you under the bus, Amy.
He normally does.
Solidarity.
I am good for that.
Right, I'm gonna play this Ghost Quarter. And I'm gonna I'm doing a really slow game here, so I'm gonna play a Commander's Sphere and then tap the Commander's Sphere and the Felwar Stone for a Mind Stone.
Hey, ramping.
And then I shall. Oh, I didn't actually change the screen to mine. So there we go. That's my screen now. I'm then going to pass the turn.
Oh, Carrot, Llachlan
Very good.
Multani is always good. You know, I always think if I see Llachlan Multani, I go, let's go with Voltron with it. Is Golgari Voltron a thing?
I think you could.
Yes,
You could.
You can go Voltron.
Yeah,
You know,
you could if you really wanted to.
You suit up green things.
Abomination of Llanowar was my technically Voltron commander deck from that one, which was just dump loads of elves in my graveyard and make a really big Abomination of Llanowar.
Yeah, I did like that very much.
Right, so 3 mana with planes. Let's have a look. Cast. Okay, right. So I think. Right. Do you know what, Chris?
You say my name there. That fills me with concern.
I'm fine with this.
No, you shouldn't be concerned because we're just gonna buff up your army a little bit. We're gonna put a little impetus on it. We're gonna cast Ghoulish Impetus.
You're goading my army.
I am goading your army. It is +1/+1 and has Death Touch.
Oh.
Now the
That's
good.
not good.
I'm okay with this.
So, the nice thing is, when enchanted creature dies, return Ghoulish Impetus to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. So it keeps coming back like an infection.
Is there any response to that while that's on the stack?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fantastic. I will draw off the Thesis trigger and gain a life.
Okay,
Fantastic.
so my army's now a 3/3 goaded with Death Touch. It's a
that
card
is
I need
me.
to get because it'd be perfect for my Gix deck.
That is me done. I shall now pass the turn.
I'm not sure whose turn it actually was.
It's your turn now.
It's
It
your
is
turn now.
It is definitely you.
I will untap.
In fact, I know exactly what I can put a card underneath just to cover. Sorry, carry on there. I'm just going to do this.
Are we good?
Yeah, you're good. Carry on there. It's fine. I was.
So I will play a planes. Yeah, so we're all goaded, is that correct?
No, just Chris's army is goaded.
I think I am going to pay 3. To cast Tegan Javanka. Any responses?
No.
Nope.
Carry on.
Then I'm going to move to attacks. And I am going to attack Jason.
All right.
With the first Doctor, triggering Tegan Javanka.
Declare no blocks.
So you will take 3.
Take 3. 2, 3.
I knew I left that 1 mana up for a reason. I'm supposed to put the baseball bat on the Doctor.
Phew.
I will pass my turn. I'm all discombobulated. Give me a minute. I'll
No,
catch
it's
up.
absolutely
good.
fine. Take your time, okay?
You'll be
Don't
fine.
feel like you have to rush your plays.
Yeah,
Pretty
no.
casual here, so
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I just feel bad.
No,
Nah,
honestly, don't
yeah.
feel bad. It's absolutely understandable. It said next time we'll remember to ping you on Twitter as well, rather than expect you to know have Discord access. So
It's because of the way the school board works.
yeah,
And in today in particular, I was at a P to 6 school, and they really have things locked down 6 ways from Sunday. So, also, I'll confess that my brain is still going over the imaginary number doctor because as a mathematician, I'm like, but imaginary numbers aren't imaginary. So I was trying to figure out which imaginary doctor the doctor would be.
is it technically spoilers of what the next Doctor's going to be?
well, we don't know who the next Doctor's going to be.
Or more fun?
That's right.
And that's more fun is the bit in between regenerations when they're still figuring out a new form.
Oh, that's perfect.
Upkeep, I lose 1 life and I amass 1. Sorry, by the way, just to keep people informed of my triggers. So that means my Orc army is now technically a zombie Orc army.
Hey, he's on a 39 turn clock.
Yay. So what I'm going to do, I do have a zombie token, which was provided to me by the
Ooh.
wonderful Lotus Bloom, who we all adore and likes to troll me at conventions with phony judge rulings. So I'm going to put the zombie
Nothing to do with
token.
me.
I'm going to put the zombie token underneath the Orc army and use that to represent the enchantment as well.
Yeah.
So I've got a proof for your Orc army.
Orc zombie army.
Yes. And then I've already
It's not a zombie, it's an enchantment.
No, it's
I got
not.
lost.
It's not an enchantment. He was just.
It's not an enchantment.
Yeah.
So it's a zombie Orc army at the moment
Yeah.
because the way the Amanzi
Okay.
works.
Okay.
But I'm going to put the zombie token underneath the Orc army because then I can remember that it's enchanted by Ghoulish Impetus as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
Oh, I see. Okay.
so then I'm going to play Isengard Saruman's Fortress. Comes in taps. I can pay 2 life to add colorless, and if I use it on an instant sorcery spell, it cannot be countered.
Ooh.
And then I'll tap the Sol Ring in the Mountain. I'm going to play Fiery Inscription. The ring tempts me.
Oy. That's a big one.
And I don't know where I put my one
Yeah.
ring.
This is about to get painful soon.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
Thinking of the hill.
I'll just use a dice to represent. I'm going to make Grishnaka my ring bearer for now.
Yep.
And he actually came close to getting the ring in the books as well before from. Actually, no, he didn't because that was with Merry and Pippin. I'll stop talking now. Right, go to combat. So the Orc army is goaded. I can attack Jason. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swing the Orc army at Llachlan, and I'm going to send Grishnaka at Jason. So Grishnaka can't be blocked by creatures of greater power. And the Orc army's a 5/5 with Death Touch.
So
Grishnaka is.
I don't have priority, so
That's
Over to
fine.
Amy if there's any.
No, nothing for me.
Cool. Grishnaka, I'm just seeing his power is a 1/1,
Yeah.
if I've read that correctly. Just FYI, Thesis is a 1/2, so may block.
Okay.
Should you want to recalculate that attack.
No, I won't actually. I'm happy for that to trade.
Look at one.
Grishnaka's a 1/1.
Where did I take
Yeah.
2 last time then?
You didn't. I attacked with the Orc army.
Oh yeah.
Grishnaka didn't attack. Okay. So.
so you've got your block declared.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
how
block
about
with
yourself?
Thesis.
I'm going to tap 1, and I'm going to attempt to exile your Orc army with Swords to Plowshares.
Oh.
And I'm hoping you'll allow that because that gets around the trigger on the goad thing, and it will just go away because the creature doesn't die; it's being exiled.
That is true.
I do not.
Which is the
have...
only reason I'm doing it is because I want to get rid of that goad thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I would.
No,
jump in
it's
front of
a
it.
completely. I think that's actually a good move because your army will just keep getting bigger. So, I've got no responses.
Nope. None
So
for
you're
me.
going to gain life equal to its power.
So I gain 5 then. Also, hello to Shattergang.
Hello, Shattergang.
Baz, presumably.
Hey,
So yeah,
Hello,
I gain
Shattergang.
44. Orc army is exiled.
yes.
So I gain 4, and you're blocking Grishnaka.
Mm-hmm.
So Grishnaka will die. And yeah, no damage done.
And
Second.
does Krishnaka not have Death Touch?
No,
No.
the other one,
Does
your
she?
Kami had Death Touch.
Oh, the Origami had Death Touch. Okay.
Yeah.
And
We're
that.
doing well, Baz. I hope you're doing well as well. It was lovely to see you on the weekend.
Yeah, it was great to finally meet you in person.
Definitely.
And I'll pass turn in the.
Cool.
So,
Attack
and I hope you've.
and draw.
I hope your journey back was okay, and you have recovered from the weekend.
Has anyone got blue mana they have? So I can tap blue with this as well. That's fine. I have awkward mana. But can I get my commander out, or can I get something else out? Let's go with the commander. So this is going to be blue, white. I'll do black here. So I lose 1 for the case of Koilos, and then I need 1 more, so I'll do the white stone. Play out Sidar Jabiri. Just can't attack yet anyway. And then I will play an Evolving Wilds for land per turn. And I think that's going to be me done. I'm going to pass over.
Cool.
And then I'm going to go crack and get my land as well.
Emmy, this is a safer work stream. Put your crack away.
No. And I'm going to get an island.
And I'm glad you. It was really good to see you and the rest of Shattergang at Command Fest. I regret we didn't get a chance to get a game in, but it was great to just chat with you. And it was really and thank you for letting us sign your war room as well.
Nice.
Did I sign that?
Yeah, you did.
I can't remember what I signed several cards.
Yeah, I signed quite a few of the tokens as
It
well.
was Jason.
Nice. Nice. I will play Binding of the Old Gods. I will destroy target non-land permanent opponent controls. I think Inscription of the Ring must go.
Or fiery inscription.
Yeah, no, because that
That's
would
a good target.
Fairy
There is
Inscription is definitely a banger card.
Yeah, this does have a lot of instants of sorceries in it, so
Absolutely.
I consider that that's a fair target.
I will
I
trigger.
was super
This is a
chuffed
trigger. Draw.
to get the War Room card from Fallout. I don't have very many from Fallout,
Mm,
Oh, that's
but
such-
when I got this one, I was like, I thought of this podcast immediately, and I'm like, haha,
Yeah.
now I have a War Room.
Well,
Nice.
if we ever wind up meeting in person, we'd be happy to sign it for you. We signed, I think we signed 2 War Room cards on the weekend. I think 1 from Strix and 1 from Baz. So
nice. That is me done. I pass.
I'm actually on the lookout for a copy of the Vault Boy Soul Ring because, as you can see, I've got the playmat.
Yeah,
So
that was one of the I'm not a big Soul Ring fan,
Hmm.
but definitely if I was gonna have a Soul Ring in something, I would run the Vault Boy one.
It's over to you now as well, Lachlan.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm guessing it's my turning again.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
all you.
Well, what's that old adage? If you're wondering whose turn it is, it's probably yours.
Yeah.
Where I'm paying attention, but I can't. I can't differentiate like all the voices sometimes.
That's okay.
I'm partially deaf,
It's
and
all
then I
good.
lose track of where we are. And don't pay attention again until somebody attacks me, and I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We'll just nudge you.
Okay, so I guess I don't have much here. So down will come the Thriving Isle, finally.
yeah.
Naming of planes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will pay 2. Get that TARDIS out.
Oh, here it is. TARDIS
Boom,
arrived.
there it is. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then I will pay 1 using the planes, and we will equip Ace's baseball bat to the first doctor.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes
Not
sense.
not scary in the
Mm.
slightest.
Let's see. So I hit. How did you get? Oh, you keep getting life back from Sithis, right?
This is just basically gains me life as I
But the nice thing
cast
is, you can
enchantment
keep gaining
cards.
all the life back you want, but
Commander
damage
damage
does fall off,
sticks.
Brutal.
which is great.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I had thought about do I hit the bat, but I thought,
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
except I'm more concerned about Chris's shenanigans.
Yeah.
That's the
Because I
best.
know what
That's
that
the best approach to take.
Yeah.
I know what that Sauron deck can do.
Mm.
So you've got no creatures right now, correct?
No, I am as naked as the day I was born.
All right. So I am going to come in for 6 commander damage.
Oh, you do care. Yeah, I will take 6.
Yep. Glad that's not coming my way at the moment.
I think the problem is the next one's gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
No, I am now at the point where it's the TARDIS that begins to swing. I just need one more turn for the TARDIS.
Mm.
Oh yeah, because you need to start crewing, don't you, and get the cascade
Yeah.
triggers off. So
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was expecting the bonk there as well. I was going to type it myself as well. But
did I just get bombs again?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, Chrono got a bit on that one. Nice.
Yeah, but I dealt with it on their behalf.
Mhm.
Mm.
Actually,
And
yeah.
then I will
Yeah, go on.
and then I will pass my turn.
Okay. Also, for those in chat not aware, Llachlan is our first guest from across the pond, all the way over in Canada, if I am correct. Not the United States, like I initially thought. So
No. Yeah, that was
that was
cool.
not good
Cool,
for
cool.
me.
Calling an
That was
American.
worse than the that's worse than she him. Like,
Oof.
you know,
Calling
you can she him me all day, just don't call me an American.
Isn't
Wow.
like
Oh,
like
noted.
calling a Canadian an American just as like insulting as calling like an Australian like a Kiwi or something as well. Like
I think so. I feel like
it's
there
about the
is.
same, isn't it?
I will play Swamp. Right.
We're just gonna step right over that. That's me. I'm 2 islands off the coast of Cape Breton, which is off the coast of mainland Nova Scotia.
Ah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So about as close as you can get to the United Kingdom in that regard.
Yeah, I'm pretty yeah, because like right out this window, the window that's like right next to my desk is Green Island Lighthouse, and
Yeah.
the next stop from Green Island Lighthouse is the United Kingdom.
Oh, that's really. Oh, and that's
Stones throw away.
That's
Should've
right.
If you're very
big-
strong.
should have amassed
A
an army.
very
So.
small stone in a very large slingshot.
Mm.
I mainly know Nova Scotia because that's where Elliot Page comes from, who I've had a massive crush on ever since they were in X-Men. So there we are.
So-
Just let my inner fanboy out there.
So I've had a crush on Elliot Page since Elliot Page was a felony. So,
So-
and oddly enough,
God,
when Elliot became more himself, the crush didn't go away, which was a little unexpected. But
I
you know, things
exactly
happen.
the same here. Because he played my favorite X-Men character, Kitty Pryde. So of course that was like, okay, I have a crush on them already. And then when they transitioned, I thought, yeah, you know what? I see myself as straight, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I still wouldn't say no, even though I have no hope in hell, for obvious reasons. So, but
Well, you know what? I still have no hope in hell, and the reasons are not so obvious. So we'll be solidarity over our crush on Elliot Page.
I'm okay. I like you a lot already now. That's just solidified it. I was going to do something, and now I've become completely.
You got distracted.
We got distracted by being thirsty
You
over.
created your zombie token, I think.
So
and
I
then
lose 1 life.
You lose 1 life for that.
Yes, I
Mhm.
do. My apologies.
And then that's the start of your turn, isn't it? So,
Mm-hmm.
have you...
Yes, I played a swamp. Right. Any troublesome permanents on the field at the moment?
Dreadwood Invasion?
No,
Apart from
they're all yours. All the troublesome ones are yours.
apart from
There's
not
a-
being on my board.
There's a
Like-
Mino baseball bat swinging for the fences.
I'm trying to work out.
There's also an Isengard. makes things uncounterable.
What's the power of toughness for everyone's creatures at the moment?
I got 4/3
1,
first
2.
strike.
4/3 first strike. Right. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap Isengard, Saruman's Fortress, a Swamp, Sulphur Falls, and a Mountain. So floating 4. I'm gonna play Widespread Brutality. Amass 2, and then the army I can mass deals damage equal to its power to each non-army creature. So every other creature takes 3 damage.
Cool.
Wow.
And it cannot be countered.
Cool. I'm just going to stop some of this nonsense now as well. I'm going to Ghost Quarter that Isengard so you can't use that again.
The spite play.
So Isengard's gone. So
you may, if you want to, search your library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield.
I think I will actually.
But then Sidar.
Does that come in tapped or untapped?
Untapped. It's just untapped.
When it comes into play, you must eat it.
Yeah.
Yum. Tasty cardboard.
That's because that's what zombies would do.
That is what zombies would do. Also, I had to.
By the way, so this is crude.
Yes.
Oh, did you crew that in response?
Yes.
What power toughness?
That would destroy the TARDIS then.
Honest, it's
2/4.
Oh no! Yeah, that would actually get around it. Yeah,
I was gonna say it gets around the damage.
Shuffle library.
But it's only crewed to the end of turn, isn't it? So...
Yeah, but I see what they've done now, just to try and get around.
Yep.
I just need a potential blocker.
Just in case.
No, I think that's totally understandable. So,
you do anything else for your turn, Chris?
That is a good question because I've got 4. I've got 4 mana, so
you're just gonna pass a turn, aren't you? You're not gonna do anything else. Why would
Let's
you need
see.
to do anything else?
What?
Why would you need to do anything else?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do. Yeah, I will just pass the turn. Cool. Beyond Two Souls, yes. Never played it, but I know.
Play Rogue's Passage.
I know Willem Dafoe and Paige were in that, and see Chrono's also joining in the Elliot Page fanboy. Good.
1, 2, 3, and 1 white.
One of my favorite Elliot Page roles was Hard Candy.
Yeah, because that was like.
He was astonishing in that movie. Absolutely astonishing.
That was pre-X-Men as well, wasn't it? If I remember right. That was like right before they became. Well, he became well.
It was around the Juno time frame.
I'm gonna pass the turn then after this as well. So I just played a Valiant Knight.
Oh, what was the name of that? There's a film I saw on Netflix with him in. I can't remember. I have to find the name of it, but they were taking care of a baby. It wasn't Juno.
Forest.
Let me find it.
So draw for turn, go get a forest from Binding of the Old Gods. There we go.
You know what it is Amy's just being ridiculously efficient with their turns, and they happen so fast that I'm one step behind.
So the thing, I think the thing is like there, Chris was speaking a lot during my turn anyway. So...
Yeah, that probably didn't help.
You're fine. Right. Okay, right. So that's been shuffled. Lovely jubbly. Let's see what card we drew. Nice. Let's go play that Canopy Vista. Because I do have more lands. Right. So, we're going to pay 1 and a... Oh, hang on. No, hang on. Let's actually be sensible about this, Jason. Right. We'll pay... Just tapping on my mana, why not? We'll pay 2 for a Starfield Mystic.
Nice.
Enchantments cost 1 less to cast whenever enchantment I control goes into graveyard. From battlefield, put +1/+1 counter. Then we shall, because of the discounts, I'll tap 3 for Eidolon of Blossoms. Whenever it or another enchantment ETBs, I control, draw a card. I shall pass
Oh.
the turn.
I'm not sure which one of those I don't like. Both of them are pretty scary in their own right, but
That's over to
You'll be
you as well,
fine.
do we want either of those two creatures to stick around?
They're fine for now.
Okay.
No, we don't. We want them gone.
We're just drawing cards.
Yeah, but drawing
Leave
cards
it
is what helps you
alone.
win the game because it's card advantage.
Is that what they call it? I just like drawing cards.
Yeah, that's your turn as well now, Lachlan.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, you now.
Oh, we got.
I flash in a cat.
On Chris's board.
Oh.
You can't see Chris's board at the moment, but you have a cat.
Yeah, you can't see my
Oh,
board, so you can't
cats.
target it. However, I will.
Cat
Removed
proof.
said Kitty.
Let's have Maggie
Yeah.
on camera. Hello, Maggie.
Oh, hello. Cat's
Yeah,
here.
highlight of the stream already. There we go.
Oh, always highlight of the stream, hexproof,
Yeah,
all that malarkey.
exactly.
Right, Llachlan is all you.
All right. I'm paying attention this time. I heard my name.
Okay.
Despite the fact it didn't look like it based on what you were seeing on your screen, I was actually paying attention.
Oh, I got something.
All right.
No,
I will
no,
draw
it's-
for my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Huh. Interesting.
Interesting for everybody or just you?
Interesting for everybody.
Oh. Interesting.
But I
Yes.
think I'll wait on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 5,
Oh,
and I
Hello.
will recast Tegan.
okay, that makes
Oh.
sense.
Okay.
Yep.
Because you got
And
it.
then I will crew the TARDIS.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Um,
I'm sure that's what the TARDIS does, right? It just
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
woo.
I'm convinced.
Yep, that's what the TARDIS does. Let's see. It goes all wibbly wobbly timey wimey across the.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh,
Actually got it out.
is that a deck box or just a model TARDIS you got?
It's a deck box.
Oh,
Hey,
jealous! I love
let's
a TARDIS deck box.
go.
And I am going to wibbly wobbly timely wimey my TARDIS at Amy.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I
Okay, yep.
I'd ship it.
It's flying?
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
assume it's flying, yeah.
For 3.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
And then I will pass my turn.
Okay. So what's your impression of Gatwa so far, based off?
Shooty Gatwa is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I haven't had. I mean, I'm still behind on the 13th Doctor's episodes. I just finished watching all of the 12th run.
Oh, I did like Capaldi.
And I'm having trouble tracking down the 13th.
So I personally struggled with the 13th Doctor, and it wasn't. I don't blame Whittaker. Like she really suffers from inconsistent writing, and that's a shame because she is a great actress, and I think she just deserved better than what she was given.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I do as well. But I suspect that much like Capaldi's Doctor, time will rehabilitate our perception of her performance.
I mean, get her on Big Finish. It certainly worked for Colin Baker, and Paul McGann. So
I don't know that we've had a bad Doctor.
We've never had a bad Doctor,
right? So when you start evaluating, saying like this one's not as good as the other ones, well, you're already on the high bar of A+, right? You're already getting a starred result on your A levels, right? So I mean,
right, tap in. I'll play Sauron, the Dark Lord. Oh, I need to tap an extra mana for that because I forgot. So yeah, pen 6, tap in, bring out Sauron, the Dark Lord. Right. Right, so I will be going to combat. I will swing the Orc army at yourself, Llachlan.
Yeah, that's fair.
Take
4. How many am I taking?
4. So couple things happen on damage. The ring tempts me, so I will. Who do I want to make my ring bearer?
Is that coming from Sauron, or is that coming from where you are on the ring?
No. So Sauron
Okay.
reads
That's good. That's good.
whenever an army I control deals combat damage to a player, the ring tempts me. So
It's good. Stop.
I don't know how to make my ring bearer at the moment.
So you can discard your hand, and if you do, you can draw 4 cards.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll do that in a sec. I just want to work out how I want to make my ring bearer because I think I've got the biggest creature so far, so I don't think it really matters.
No.
I'll find my ring in a minute. I'll make Sal my ring bearer.
Mhm.
And because the ring tempts me, it goes to stage 2. So I get to. So when I attack, I can draw a card and discard a card. Now I go to discard my hand. So I will discard Terminate and Lidless Gaze and draw 4 cards. Yeah, I can roll with that.
Ooh.
I think I just passed the turn.
Okay, over to me. I shall untap and draw. Ooh, that's a nice one. So you got a 7/6 commander now, haven't you?
Yes.
Ooh.
To wards, you have to sacrifice a legendary artifact to a legendary creature.
Wow,
Mm.
so rude.
I mean, that's how it was in the canon. Sauron was slain, but killed Gil-galad and Elendil in the process. So really, it should be sacking 2 legendary creatures. Yes, like I'm armed with cannon.
I'm gonna pay 4. Should probably not tap.
I should think it'd be much more better if you came armed with a bow, but that's just me.
I'm more of a dwarf than an elf.
Up.
Sorry, go on, Amy. What are you doing?
I'm going to play this Voldalian Wave Knight. This is the one that whenever you draw a card, you put a +++ encounter on each other merfolk and knight you control. So
Can I just ban Amy for bringing merfolk onto the stream? Is that
what? This is a really cool knight.
if it's a merfolk?
He's
You came
who's
really
also a
close to
knight.
getting this one instead, so go Amy.
Oh, damn it.
Then I'm gonna go to combat, and I think I kind of want to hit Chris, but I know I can't because you've got a 7/6 blocker.
Yeah. So take your violence and apply it somewhere else.
What's the power toughness of the stuff on your board, Jason?
I have both 2/2s.
Okay.
Not likely to block because they are probably
They
key
are
pieces.
valuable. I'm going to you're on the highest dice total, so it makes
Yeah.
sense. So I'm going to swing Valiant Knight at you. I got some triggers. So
Go for it.
Sidar has Eminence trigger, so I get to draw and discard.
Yes.
So I will draw a card and discard a card, and then trigger the thing and put ++ encounter on here. So I'm going to discard Silverwing Squadron. It's a knight that's power toughness equals the number of creatures I control. Then I'm going to put my counter on here. So this is now a 4/5 coming at you.
Fantastic. Good stuff. I will take it on the chin.
And then second main, I'm going to tap these two to play an Orzhov Signet. I've drawn into all my mana rocks for release.
Yes.
But all my mana rocks and hardly any creatures. But
Well, you want them in the bin, right?
Yeah, it's my problem too. I got a handful of big things and nothing I can really do with it. So
I'm going to do the Commander Sphere, and I'm going to send Smitten Swordmaster on an adventure. And it's target. You gain X life, and each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of knights you control. So I've got 2, so you all lose 2, and I gain 2.
Just remember it's an exaggeration because Magic players have no life.
So this is
speak
my
for yourself.
on an adventure.
My problem is my life is entirely too robust.
You're like me. You prefer things to be like inflexible and like well organized. So I completely.
That's going to be my turn. So I will pass over to Jason.
I mean, that seems to be the autistic thing. Everything has to have a nice structure,
Fantastic.
same routine, day in, day out. You know, you have to do things in a certain way. I'm guilty of all of those.
So, Binding of the Old Gods. Triggers. Creatures I control gain Death Touch.
I don't like that.
Is that to end the turn?
Yeah, till end of turn.
I forgot that was on the
That's
board.
right.
To be honest.
It's not. You didn't specify the returns, so I was kind of worried.
I
They
do
just
it.
pinged
No,
it.
I did. Yeah, I was just like, I left it at the end. I was like, oh, they'll understand end of turn. No,
No,
I
just in
need to
case.
actually specify
There
it.
are some things that just give things that sort of stuff. Like in
Yep, I definitely do. Right. Let's have a look. See. So, oh, that's fun. Okay, so I have discount of 1. So that is 4. Okay. Oh. Okay.
I mean,
Think.
if it
Right,
balances things
okay.
out, Strix, Amy doesn't eat fish, so who's
don't
the
eat any seafood.
who really hates fish people?
Really, you don't like
Fish sticks
fish?
and custard. Totally
Yeah.
underrated.
I don't like any seafood.
Fair.
Ooh,
Is there actually seafood in fish sticks though?
It's reconstructed crab meat or something like that, right?
The fact you
Those are
say
not fish.
reconstructed is kind of concerning.
yeah.
You say reconstituted, which is
Yeah, no, that is true. It is reconstituted. I will play a Mirari's Wake.
Oh,
I will draw off the Eidolon.
I can't remember what Ferrari's weight does.
Double mana. And then
Yeah,
makes
add 1 additional mana.
Oh, damn! Good, nice card. Forgot.
Then, because I think I had to do it in this way. So then play 2 white, 2 green. We'll go ahead and put down a Starfield of Nynx. Draw
Return target enchantment.
of
Oh,
Blossoms. So we're gonna try and recycle some stuff in here.
Yeah, Jason. I'm getting concerned about Jason now. I'm dropping a Mirari's Wake to stuff with the Nyx is
Well,
you
Stop and
you
Nix
board
needs
wiped
another.
really early, so I was sort of wondering why.
yeah.
The Starfield and Nix needs another 3 enchantments to be online, really? I think
Yeah,
that's it.
really. So I mean that
So
here
this
is
is one of
mainly
your
for
upgrades,
recursion.
right?
Yeah,
No.
upkeep you can get.
No, absolutely. This at the moment, I'll be very honest with you. All of what you've just seen has just all been in the precon.
Oh, cool. Then
Fair
I
enough.
apparently own a Starfield of Nyx that I wasn't aware was in my deck.
Yep.
That's because you're the real Starluck.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I did forget my Starfield Nyx trigger because he does get a +1/+1 when the enchantment from binding goes in.
Oh, you mean the not Starfield and
That's
Nix?
not a Starfield of Nyx trigger. That's a trigger of something else.
Starfield Mystic, sorry.
It's Mystic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I
they
keep
have
looking at that. I
Starfield
was like,
in
no,
name. We
no,
can let him off, I think.
Yeah.
no, that's fine. Do I want to swing? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that
Chris.
pre-call was pretty crazy out of the box for sure.
Was that
Let's-
Commander Masters precons?
Chris,
Yes, it was.
3/3
Yeah.
Death Touch.
The
3/3
Doomwave Giant alone has caused
Yeah.
meltdowns.
I'm
Yep,
just gonna
absolutely.
take the braid. Like, how am I
Just block it with your commander. It's fine.
How about no?
Sauron's gonna show me what's up. Come on.
Okay, Strix, can you add doing a Revelo to the tracker because I forgot to tick up my Orc army for a mass? I got 2 from the 2 enchantments Jason cast. How many spells did you cast in your turn, Amy?
2.
So I'm on
3.
9 then. Sorry, that's entirely my fault for not remembering my
Are
triggers.
those are not missable triggers, right?
No,
It's just
no, unfortunately
it's not a May,
It's not a May, unfortunately. So I have.
47.
I do
Oh,
have to
that's a
do it.
great number. That's a Star Trek number.
Nice.
47 is the number that appears in like across Star Trek in weird and mysterious places. Like
That is me done. Llachlan, all down to you.
okay, I will untap my mananas.
I would sacrifice my entire body if they just did Star Trek Lego. Like I would love like a Lego Enterprise.
I think. I think they're gonna get there because they've done Lego freaking D&D.
They
which was
have,
like,
yeah. They just did a D&D set actually.
I think it came up to like what, 200-300 quid.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah,
What you-
I was
what you
just like,
got?
oh my god.
Llachlan.
Right, what you got, Lachlan?
Well,
Also,
I have
don't
to
at
do
me.
this. So I have 1, 2, 3 affinity triggers. So I am going to pay 2. Oh, I can do this even better.
3. What do you mean by 3 affinity?
I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to cast a laser screwdriver.
But does it have? Is it attached to a shark?
It is
Does
not.
it actually
It's more
produce
useful than
lasers?
that. It's more useful for that than that. And
Okay.
then that has 4 triggers of that. So I am going to pay. Didn't tap my mana correctly, but oh well. I'll use the Path of Ancestry for white.
Yeah.
And I'm going to banish to another universe. And I'm actually going to banish the Orc army.
So does that? Is it a permanent?
It's an enchantment, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is the Orc army the concern right now?
My concern.
Because I'm concerned about what's on Jason's board at the present.
Ignithia is
so my-
just
my other-
being God's other princess.
Like, my other consideration was the Starfield of Nyx. However, I happen to know that
Oh, why not change the
his
screen?
deck runs so many things that can banish my enchantment and return his.
Okay.
And so I'll get the long-term value of that is nil.
Yeah.
But that zombie, because it's a token, just goes away.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a
Mm.
permanent
Even when you
removal.
bring it back, it's got to start at 0 again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. The Orc army. I won't. I can't respond anyway. So yeah, it's gone regardless. So that's fine.
And I'm going to pass my turn,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do something when I have priority in your upkeep step.
Okay. So in my
Before you
upkeep,
draw,
then-
yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine. So yeah, do your.
Okay, so I'm going to pay 1 and tap the screwdriver to tap down your soul ring.
Oh wow.
Oh, sweet.
Blimey.
Oh.
Love it. Love it.
Fair. Fair.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So I lose a life and get an Orc army. Get a
We
zombie
need to
army
do a
again.
bonk for Jason.
Jeez. So that's 30. Okay. Soul Ring's tapped down, that's fair. Excuse me.
That's almost as bad
You have
as having
so
a
much
trap.
more mana than I do.
I
I
know,
was gonna say-
luckily I drew a land for turn, so I'll just play this swamp now. So mitigates to a degree. Okay. Right. Right. What's more concerning on Jason's board? The Mirari's Wake doubles his mana, but the Starfield of Nyx is more of a
So
long.
if you get rid of any other enchantment, Starfield and Nyx brings it back on his upkeep.
So the
So-
Starfield of Nyx probably has to go to.
I would get rid of the Eidolon of Blossoms because it's drawing him cards, and that's card advantage for almost anything he plays.
So the other argument for that though is that if you get rid of the Eidolon of Blossoms,
It
on
can
his
just
upkeep,
come back.
On his upkeep, Starfield and Nyx just brings it straight back
It's
to
an
the
enchantment creature, yeah. Amy's got a good point there, actually. So yeah.
The-
Although I
the-
do see what you're saying, yeah,
yeah,
he's getting
the
card
fir-
advantage off it.
The
So
first
you are.
target needs to be the Starfield and Nyx because otherwise your removal's almost blanked out by the fact that you just gets whatever you remove straight back from Starfield and Nyx.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but you definitely have a good point there. Like he's getting card advantage off it, so
Yeah.
we'll do acknowledge that. Right. So I'm gonna tap. What's a good one? I will tap the swamp and the island, I'm gonna play Feed the Swarm and destroy the Starfield of Nyx.
You lose life to something as well.
I
don't you?
lose 5 life for that,
Starfield's gone.
but I consider that a worthy
I forget what Nick does as well.
She
Yeah.
she brings stuff back on ETB, but the
Exile and then-
downside is she exiles it. So if that creature goes, I lose that thing forever.
Yeah.
Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tap this swamp and this mountain, and I'm gonna play March from the Black Gate. So
Ooh.
when that ETBs, I amass Orcs 1, so now it's a zombie Orc army.
Nice.
So it's now 2.
Don't know what this Spelltable's going to pick
I think
up.
I may have to pull the trigger soon.
Mm.
March from Blackgate. That's it. Oh, it did pick up.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Right, I will go to combat. I think I will swing in with Sauron.
Oof.
Who do I better off? Amy's left me alone. I'm shocked.
I've had a really slow start, really.
So
But yeah, I think, and I think we're all respecting the fact that Amy's had a relatively
Yeah.
slow start.
I just mostly played Mana Rocks.
So I think I'm going to send Sauron at you, Llachlan, because you did remove my Orc army. So that's a 7/6 coming at you. On attack, I get the Ring Bearer attacks. I get to draw a card and discard a card. So I'll do that now.
What are the blocking conditions for the Sauron?
He's my Ring Bearer. He cannot be blocked by creatures with greater power. So you probably can still block him.
Mm.
So what is his current power and toughness?
7/6.
He also has Ward, like sacrifice a legendary.
Permanent.
Permanent?
Legendary
Yeah.
artifacts or legendary creature, yes.
Yep.
I think I'm
Kind
just
of brutal.
gonna get
To be fair, in a
So-
Legends meta deck,
So while I'm
like
deciding,
you could just sack any
Um,
legendary thing.
yeah. So
to
discarded
Sauron.
inherited envelopes. So yeah, moving to declare blocks.
Oh,
But unless you got a response to a spell you want to play,
well, I said while I'm deciding on what to do.
yeah.
alright.
So what is that?
It's
A handbag?
a lot.
It looks like a padlock.
Like a padlock.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah. So say that word again.
Padlock.
Okay. Now say my name.
Lock.
They rhyme. Yes. Thank you.
Was he saying You're saying Llachlan.
I'm going by the spelling. Ah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just like I every time you always pause and I'm like, oh, poor dude doesn't know how to say it, so I'll help.
Okay. Yeah. I keep saying yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Llachlan.
I'm so sorry. I do really apologize. I am not this inept. I promise.
And it's funny because it's as Welsh gets.
I know. And we live just over the bridge from Wales, so I should know better. So no,
No,
my
that was
apologies
meant
there.
to be helpful, not shaming you.
No,
Um,
I seriously I do apologize for the.
And I bought, so it's actually hilarious because that was a recognizable lock, and I bought a book from the Scholastic Book Fair
Oh,
on
that's quite nice.
drawing, so to learn to draw because my Infinity tokens were a disaster. So apparently it's paying dividends.
Mm,
Last night's dinosaur came out looking like Charmander, so
Nice.
that's adorable.
So 7/6.
7/6 coming at you.
I think that I don't want to take 7 damage.
Yeah, so you can block Sauron if.
So I am going to crew the TARDIS
Yeah.
and throw it in front of Sauron.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Which will destroy the TARDIS.
It will.
Oh,
So the TARDIS will go to the graveyard.
Yeah.
That Sauron doesn't have trample, does it? As well, though?
No, Sauron doesn't have
It's the other.
trample.
It's the other one that has trample.
Yeah.
The 9
yeah.
And then do I have to sacrifice something because I blocked
No,
it?
no, no.
No.
It's only the
No.
ward is like when you target it. So.
Yeah, only if you
Mhm.
want to send a target it with a spell.
Yeah.
Or an ability. So no,
Mhm.
you're. I will Okay, second main, I will tap.
Oh, you don't get to do anything else.
No,
Uh,
no, he's not allowed.
I'm going to tap my last 2 mana to sack Myriad Landscape and search for 2 basic lands that share a land type.
Oh man, I just read this card.
You tapped out then, aren't you?
I'm tapped out, so I'll pass turn while
I'll just start taking my turn. Actually, in your end step, I'm going to sack my command sphere and draw a card, and then put a counter on the other knight I've got.
Oh, while you're doing that, I'll just quickly.
And then I'll draw my turn.
Find a land.
That was quite a nice one to draw, actually, because that might help me get somewhere.
I'm going to put 2 islands into play. So,
Yeah, so I'm going to play Conjurer's Mantle.
I gain a Mass Orcs 1.
And then I'm going to equip Conjurer's Mantle to... let's go for the Valiant Knight. So then I'm going to go to combat. Sauron is tapped.
Yes.
I'm going to come at you, Chris, with a Valiant Knight. It is a 3, 4, 5. It's a 6, 7 Vigilance. I've got attack triggers, so I have the draw and discard from Siddharth Jabiri to do, and I've also got this one, which when it attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. So I'm going to do that first. I can put a creature card that shares a type with it in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can actually get some creatures. I'm going to put Elenda and Azor in my hand.
Oh.
Ooh,
Dusk
big
Rose
one.
and Azor the Lawbringer.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the only creature in the top 6.
Oh
That's
no.
sad. But then I get my draw and discard trigger. So I
Yep.
draw, that puts another counter on here, which makes this now a 3, 6. There's 7, 8 now, Chris, that's coming at you. And I get to discard. I'm going to discard the Elenda and Azor.
I'm down to 18. Oh god, I am really getting pummeled here.
Then I'm going to go and tap this for the white and black, and then I shall tap this blue and play a Liniana's Standard Bearer.
I haven't.
When this enters the battlefield, draw its card by X number of creatures died in your crawler's turn. Nothing's died, but I just need to get more creatures out as blockers. So
Mhm.
going, and
taken-
then I've got an Obscura Storefront I'm going to play, and it immediately gets sacked and I get a land, but then I'm going to pass the turn.
I haven't taken a pound in this hard since I was at university.
Right, so I'm going to I gain a life from me.
And I will just bonk myself for that one, because I did that on purpose.
Yeah, that was. I can't decide what that was.
Every university student's experience.
Yeah, especially the one I went to. It was a bit of a mad place.
I think. How do I say this nicely? I think that's a joke that men make.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I will not disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, pity Amy, she's had to deal with this for 5 years now.
Yeah, please pity me.
Pop a swamp. Then
Is that what the kids say now? Just popping us, going down to the park to pop a swamp.
Pop a swamp, daddy-o.
It's just like shaking her head.
We'll put down for 4 mana
Yeah.
as discount with Starfield. For Sigil of the Iron Throne.
Oh yes,
Draw.
that's.
It's okay. We Oh, I done that in the wrong order. That's okay. Then what do we actually want?
Apparently, Brouhaha is having a sad day and wants pictures of cake.
Oh, I'd love to get them on stream at some point because they're pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, there's.
so
I
let's
was
do-
privileged to meet them in Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess I've been to Chicago since the last time we.
oh yeah, I
Nice.
forgot that happened. How
Interaction.
was Chicago? Did you have a good time?
Oh, Chicago was like. If you think this playmat is
2
lovely.
black,
Yeah.
I took
2
a
green.
I took a marker and got my playmat signed
Float
Why?
green.
everybody I could come across.
Oh, you I do that too. Just get a
Nice.
signed playmat. It's a good.
Yeah. But it's this playmat.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Ooh,
really
hello.
good.
And
That's a
look
nice
at the
one.
name right there.
Oh, you got Morrow. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
even better. I could send you. I should send you the picture. So Fabian, who's my co-host, sends me a note asking me how Chicago's going. So I send him back a picture of me playing a Magic game,
Yeah.
and he looks at the picture and he goes,
Sorry, Jason.
"Is that Jimmy Wong?
No, don't
Jimmy
worry, don't
Wong
worry.
is at MagicCon Chicago, and I'm not there. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" And I'm like,
6.
"Look at my opponent." And then so Fabian and I love him to pieces. But he's like 22, right? I taught him to play Magic when he was in high school. So while he's very good at the game, his lore is not always as robust as I would like. So I'm like,
don't worry.
look at my opponent. And he's like, not gonna lie, don't know who that is.
Hmm.
But I wait because, like Sansa Stark, he does learn and he does get there in the end.
Nice.
And then finally he's like, not Mark Rosewater. And I'm like, yes. So I got to play against Mark Rosewater in Chicago. And I have photographic evidence that I got to play a game against Mark Rosewater.
Congratulations.
That's pretty sweet.
I got to lose to Mark Rosewater
That's
in
really
the most...
cool.
Yeah, we played in the Unknown event. I got smashed with a Moldavine cloak on a bird from Eyes in the Sky. Like...
Ouch.
Yeah.
That is nasty.
Yeah.
But
so,
no, congratulations.
Yeah, so I was very, very ecstatic. And then because Fabian was so excited about Jimmy Wong and Josh Lee Kwai, I went and stood in the line to get their signatures for him. But I had already interacted with Jimmy Wong, right? And so I get in the line, and Jimmy's like, "You're back," and I'm like, "Well, And so the thing is, I had cancer last year, and
sorry to hear that.
Fabian and the rest of the my pod mates and play group friends were like super supportive. And Fabian's like, you need to watch the command zone, because when you're sitting in that chair getting like all the treatment and stuff, it's very boring. There's no like and so I watched the entire command zone from front to back while I was going through treatment.
Yeah.
And so I said, like, I felt that I had to get these signatures for him, and they were so sweet, and they signed some stuff for him and said, hello to him on camera and stuff. And then I had actually wanted to be in Rachel's line, and was going to miss it because I was in their line and they happened at the same time, and they it was fantastic. I did get to meet Rachel, and she signed my Feldegriff and my Enlightened Tutor, and so I had a fantastic time in Chicago. So,
Good.
but I also got to meet B while we were in Chicago, and absolutely stellar human being.
Good.
Would 100% recommend you get them on the podcast for sure.
Fingers crossed. Sorry, so Jason.
No. You guys fill dead air while I am
I don't want to alarm
working through
anyone,
my triggers.
But he's played like two creatures,
trigger.
two enchantments, and he's put a Starfield and Nyx back.
Yeah, so Jason, talk us through what you've done. So what
Right.
did you do?
So whilst we were shooting, as the good old Americans say, shooting the shit.
Well, I don't know if Canadians say that.
I said as the Americans say, to be fair.
So yeah,
I didn't refer.
What have you played then? In what order?
Right. So what we've done is we have cast our commander, Nithya, Hand of Erebos.
Yeah.
Then, with the trigger from Hand of Erebos, get Starfield Nyx because it's an ETB trigger.
Yeah.
So Starfield Nyx is now exiled, but is now a 3/3 zombie, and is a copy of said enchantment. Which then I drew cards, cast the Composer of Spring, which has Constellation. Whenever enchantment ETBs put a land, you may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield tap. If you control 6 or more enchantments, you may put land or creature from hand onto the battlefield tapped, which I then promptly did with Feldar Retreat, which then triggered a whole bunch of other things together. Not forgetting that Sigil of the Iron Throne also got me 2 more angels.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whilst we were doing all this nonsense.
Do we have any
which we-
responses to any of
I got
those?
nothing.
I'm tapped out, so I can't respond.
I had assumed, because I had looked at everyone's mana source except Amy's, and I know Amy was watching me,
Single.
so I knew she would have stopped me at any point and said in response.
Yeah.
Llachlan, I assume you don't have any responses because you appear to be tapped out as well. So
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna respond. I'm just gonna respond on my turn.
okay. Please tell me I got your name right this time.
Yes, you did.
Oh, sorry.
did.
Fantastic.
Finally.
I get there in the end. I
Finally.
promise.
Like, that's
Now
historic.
I mean,
I will say, because a land did enter the battlefield, Faladar Retreat will trigger, unfortunately, which does mean that a lot of things are gonna get +1/+1 buffs.
can they not instead?
And they're all,
It's just an option.
and they're also slightly, and also Barari's wake gives them +1/+1 as well. So jeez.
Yeah, but those aren't
Yeah,
counters. That's just static.
yeah, the static. We're gonna put this little counter here to represent the number of angels. And this counter here
If you do like
to
if you separate
represent.
totens, pretty easier. I think just because
Yeah,
It
maybe.
would be
you're
for
gonna
me.
make yeah.
I have an
Yeah,
extreme
that's
difficulty telling the difference between quantity and quality counters. Thank
That
you.
is absolutely grand. You tell me, I shall try and adhere.
That's a cognitive disability thing, and there's not much I can do about it, and I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, you do not need to be sorry about that. So we'll put the other angel here.
Whenever I play at stores, I carry like humongous quantities of infinity tokens and tokens because I feel if
have
I'm gonna
one,
make people have clear board states, I should provide the means
three.
for that to happen.
Yeah.
Doing a good service there.
Infinity tokens
You
are pretty handy
do
for that.
Yeah. Hashtag not
One
sponsored.
green.
But
One
totally cool.
green.
Yeah, totally cool.
I might as well, I guess, because I ain't got nothing else to do.
I
with
got
this
to meet.
mana.
I actually got to meet Megan in Chicago, and
Nice.
and there's the Megan drawing on my mat.
Nice.
Oh, that
I
is
have an infinity token drawing on my mat right there.
Nice. I will channel Greater
Cool.
that's
Tanuki
very cute.
to go get
go.
me a basic land. I will get a swamp. And then
Strix has just commented, are the Sigil Wake and Retreat, do they count as creatures as well due to Starfield?
They are now, I think.
Yeah.
Oh hell. Thank you, Strix.
Is it?
But it would be
One,
at
two,
the
three.
point where Starfield Nyx ETB'd with Nixthia, which this was not online, which means it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, so that came down.
I think your enchantments have also got counters on. Because they're also creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they became.
Good
It's the point at which they
stuff.
became creatures that matters.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just be right back a sec.
Which technically is correct because this came down with this. I played that in order to play this, and then the land came down. So yes, the enchantments are indeed creatures. Thank you for that catch. Because I usually don't look at these as creatures because they're kind of key for me. So we'll also
What
put
to buy a board
+1/+1
wipe?
counter.
Do you want to buy a board wipe? It doesn't have to be a board wipe.
God, it's
Why'd you fire off that board wipe so early, Chris?
one
Yeah, I do
well-placed
have regrets.
farewell. One well-placed farewell will absolutely wreck me.
I mean,
So
Llachlan said they had other anti-enchantment stuff, so it could do with some of that now, I think.
yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead. I guess.
Fortunately, they don't have haste. That's the only thing saving us right now.
That is actually a good point.
Yeah, so these don't have haste. Most of these don't have haste except
so
for
my orc army is now at
Starfield.
10.
and
So
Eidolon, but unlikely for Eidolon to go. Mararis and Sigil can actually swing. So,
well,
sorry, go ahead, Locke.
so I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same as like lands, right? So
Mm-hmm.
a land that can become a creature
Yeah.
can't attack even if you animate it the turn it came in.
Mm.
But if the land has been on the battlefield for one under your control, if it's animated, it can then attack. So
Correct. So currently, my valid attackers is Mirari's Wake and not the Sigil, I think.
Yeah, that came
No,
in. That was
Sigil
the
did.
first. Was that the first thing you played this turn, or was that did you play it last turn?
It was last
Oh,
turn.
last turn. Yeah, it was one. Yeah.
It was last turn. So these two can swing in, should they need to, and I think they just might start turning the screw in. Right.
it's
How
getting tighter.
do I care about the army yet? How big is the army?
10, but no trample.
Yeah, you could chump.
So you can
We
easily
could
chump block it at the moment.
Yeah, so I guess we'll turn the screw a little bit. Llachlan, can we please tap you for 6 damage, please? A
well,
mere
that was
6.
the most polite attack I've ever been exposed to.
He's very
So
high.
of course you can. Like all you had to do was say please.
Is that the only attack, or
Yeah.
I'm trying to think because you've got blockers on the ground, Amy, and I've got people in the air, so those need to stay around. I mean, I do have vigilance.
I'm going to suggest very strongly
Yeah,
that you attack where you can now.
You've got
yeah,
advantage on board.
no?
So
Don't put in
yeah,
that. Don't put in that.
yeah. Thing is,
I think you should just pass the turn and then just see how it goes.
yeah, that was my other thing, but yeah, go on. I'm gonna actually tap you for another 6, if I can.
No.
Please, please,
pretty
oh,
please.
please.
You declared your attackers, I took my damage.
That is fair. That is also fair. But that is me done, and I await a very well placed farewell.
So
Which I...
the good thing is at least all the enchantments count as creatures, so they're vulnerable to creature
Mm.
removal at least.
Oh yes, they were
So
definitely.
So we will
rock you.
yeah. We're going to attack
I should...
for 2. And the person we're going to attack is Chris.
I mean, I guess I deserve it. I can't respond anyway. So is that 2 in the air you're sending at me?
No, it is 2 on the ground.
Death.
But she's indestructible and has +1/+1.
I want to block, but part of me wonders if that would just mean a combat trick comes and destroys the army.
The Star Wars. It's a trap.
Since I've not only gotten your country mixed up and pronounced your name wrong, I will take the 2 as punishment.
I don't know. You invite
Yeah, but
people
you know
on.
what? You didn't boot me off the podcast when I was like 30 minutes late. So I think you're forgiven for not being able to read a map.
Don't forgive him. You got to rip
So
him
you
for
took
it.
3.
Mm.
And that is also commander damage.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I
Right.
will add that. I think I've had
Okay.
yeah.
And then we're going to Add 1 mana of any color. Add 4 more manas and 2 planes. And we are not going to disappoint our waiting audience. And we are going to exile all creatures, all enchantments.
No, actually, hang
And
on. We should wait if there's a response.
all artifacts.
Oh, jeez, that's... Oh my god, that really...
Can we maybe not do artifacts?
Yeah, the problem is... Okay, hold on. All right, so... That will only take the Soul Ring away from Chris.
It takes my 4 of my artifacts.
I can afford to lose the
Yeah,
soul
you know
ring,
what?
I think.
You know what, Amy? You got off to such a miserably slow start, even slower than me.
You save your artifacts as well, you see. So
This is true.
So yeah, so we'll just get rid of creatures and enchantments.
I want to I want to say keep the creatures, but
no.
Dear.
Because that takes care of everything on Jason's board.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
So to be fair, I did wipe my own board.
Yeah,
right.
I never got
it's
my
not
dreadfort.
like, and those are exiled.
Yeah, that's true. I never got to swing with a 6/6 orc army to get lifelinks, so my life total is still. But yeah, I think that's totally understandable. That just to keep Jason.
That was just too much from Jason too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean,
well,
let's be fair. The Mirari's Wake just put the gas in the gasoline.
Yeah, definitely. That gave you so much extra mana that turn.
If there'd been no board wipe, I could have probably removed a couple of things on my turn, so...
Well, I had some selective removal that I've been using as spot removal, but Jason just jumped up way past my spot removal.
Yeah.
Agreed,
no, I 100%
and then I will
agree.
pass the turn.
Okay.
And I really wanted to get rid of the Soul Ring to slow him down on the recast of the commander, but I don't want to totally kill Amy, so...
Thank you. Used to have
I'd
one
like to be
creature
invited
as a
back. Because I just remembered the last time I played, I brought the elf deck. So...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was when you were on... We were both on chat again, weren't we, Sue? Yeah.
What elf deck was that, if I may ask?
The one that made me very pleased to get invited back on any stream that they were part of.
Wow, was it that punchy?
It was an impressive deck to watch.
It did elf ball things, yeah.
As it should.
As it should.
I have a Momer Vig deck that
Nice.
hacks Momer Vig with Mind Bend and Alter Reality.
I'm gonna play replay Sauron. I've got the mana for it. Then I'm gonna tap my last 2 mana. I'm gonna play Malhur, Uruk-hai Captain, a 2/2 and menace. If one or more 1/1 cards to be put on an army or goblin or orc I control, that many +1 are put on it instead.
Okay.
Time to rebuild the board. That's all I can do. I pass turn.
Ooh. It's up to me. I get to untap. Okay.
I had to burn through my mana.
Drop a turn.
I think it needed doing.
That's not bad. Alright, he costs 6, doesn't he? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 mana left. I think I kind of just need to do that to get a creature out. So 3, 4, white one. I've got colours as well, and I've got to think about that. Oh, white, blue, black. It's there. And then I'll do this for colourless, and this one. So Tadar, Jabiri's back out. And then I'm going to pay 2 and cast the Smithing Swordmaster from the adventure that he went on. So I no longer have that on adventure. That's a little while ago I did that. So we need to have 2 creatures for now. This has lifelink. This has First Strike and Fly. I shall pass.
Fantastic.
So in 20 minutes, when we all lose to Amy, you can all point at me and blame my soft heart.
Let's see what happens.
Yay.
with
Sure.
the way this deck's been going this evening, I doubt that.
It's perfect, right? You stay just
Land.
under the radar until you've got your mana and your rocks and your gas in hand, and then
I have 2 cards in hand.
Sorry, how many spells did you play, Amy?
2.
Right, so I get...
You get two master triggers.
So, which means I have a 4/4 orc army. Because of the, Yeah, sorry, Karen.
Fantastic. I will
At least
play
keep that
Verdant Enchantress,
Wait, you?
Valduran
Oh,
Enchantress.
that's a +1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we will cast 4, 2, 4, 6, 7.
how'd you do? What was your Revelo?
You
Oh,
forgot. You forgot the trigger.
We should.
Kill my. I hate my turn.
Yeah, I think we should.
I miss
So
my
I'll
triggers far too
do
much.
That's why we have a counter for it.
Exactly.
Green, black, whatever this taps for. So 2 green. We will cast a Abundance, which will trigger the Valduran Enchantress.
Yeah.
Draw a card.
That's a cool.
Just a very quick question.
Is
How
that Rebecca Gay art?
many?
Oh, I see.
Yes,
I do love
it
that.
is.
Her art is just gorgeous.
Just a very quick question. How many permanents are there that are 2 or less mana?
Several.
Permanents.
1, 2. I got 3, not including lands.
I've got 5. You've just drawn that black green one, haven't you? That's like destroy all things, add black green mana for every thing you
Maybe,
destroy.
but
Yeah.
we'll maybe keep it in the tank for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 manas. Nothing else to do. Pass turn. Over to you, Locke.
I will untap.
Ooh, I've got to change.
I'm just not getting any lands. Killing me. All right. Well, I've got to do this then. So island, and 4. And I'm gonna cast Auton Soldier. And it's gonna enter the battlefield as a copy of Sauron.
Hey.
You'd have to
Oh,
pay
you've
2
got the
more.
ward.
Yeah, the ward. You'd have to.
No, it does not target.
Well, just target. Yes, and you choose
Oh.
creature.
Oh,
target.
yes. Good point.
Yeah.
As a copy of.
I read that 4 times.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no. Do you know what?
Yeah, that's.
We,
The
do you know
myriad
what? We
things.
always.
And on
Yeah.
top of the statistics for Sauron,
Mm.
it has Myriad.
Which, unfortunately, is legendary, I guess.
Yeah, I think the legendary.
Yeah,
no,
it'll
it's
die.
legendary as well. Nice.
Oh my god, that is horrifying.
You may
Lots of
have Auton Soldier enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it
Love it.
isn't legendary, is an artifact in addition to its other types, and has Myriad.
That is gross.
Oh god.
That came from the master deck, by the way.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
It doesn't gain
yeah,
haste.
I've seen this.
yeah, we're lucky on that.
Thank God. Thank Lord for that.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I just
So
realised these are
Therese-
exiled.
You're going to end up having 3 Saurons.
I mean, Sauron was known. Sauron could shapeshift for until the destruction of
time.
Numenor, so that does fit.
Although, did he have an Auton Soldier at his beck and call?
I mean, he probably bred orcs, so
Yeah,
maybe.
probably. Yeah.
Maybe. I've lost my black mark. There it is. Okay. And that is all I can sadly do. So I am going to pass my my turn, and I'm going to try and draw Sauron, which
It wasn't bonks tricks, it was to add Reveler triggers.
Locke, I'm afraid you might want to hold off on drawing Sauron. Reason being,
no.
I'm going to tap for it. I'm going to claim the precious and destroy your Auton Soldier.
Have you got to pay? You got to pay ward as well.
So
Mhm.
you can't destroy the Auton soldier because it's not an Auton soldier, it's Sauron.
It's Sauron.
Right?
And Sauron has
So
ward
it
sacrifice
has
legendary
all the
permanent.
Yeah, I'll throw Malheur under the bus to do that then.
Legendary, is it?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
legendary.
so hold on a second, Chris.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Oh.
I literally just rescued the entire table, and you're gonna punish me.
You're
For
gonna
that.
have 4 Saurons.
3.
For it,
Assuming I attack with it.
Why would you not attack with a 7/6 though?
Oh, do
Right?
I?
So
Oh,
you're penalizing me for essentially bailing the table out and being nice to Amy on top of it and not taking your soul ring. Like, of all the people to penalize right now, it's me?
oh, I'm being put on the spot here. Oh my word.
Double down.
Look,
You
looks
gotta
like
double
Cameron.
down.
Man is screwed on top of it, right?
Oh my wow! Now I've been put on the spot here.
Oh. The politics game now.
I want to destroy something because I want to make Sauron my ring bearer. So my only other targets are.
It's a creature, is it?
It's the only other targets are, Viridian Enchantress. What's on Amy's board?
I've got Sidar Jabiri and Smith and Swordmaster.
It's a Tomb of Lifelink.
I mean, look how lightly Amy got off in the farewell.
You saying I should punish Amy now?
Yes. Because we didn't want to over-punish her before.
I could destroy Amy's commander, I suppose. Or do I handicap Jason? Okay, I'm going to redirect this to Viridian Enchantress.
Ooh.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm going to
Thank you.
regret that. I'll be nice. And so, ring tempts me. I'll make Sauron my ring bearer.
Oof.
And you cast a spell, so I'm going to amass an orc.
Yeah.
Which would have happened anyway, because it's a cast trigger.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, that's funny.
I will then go
Right.
to combat. I will swing
That's
the
my
orc
abundance
army
trigger.
at Jason for 10.
Uh-huh.
Ouch. Yeah.
That's a big ouch.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So, on attack, I draw and discard a card. I'll discard Wander, so all my stuff has flying now.
Do you have an island? Yes. You have to have
Yes.
an island to have.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
3 islands. Yeah.
That happens to me sometimes where I'll skip my first turn
yeah.
playing so I can pitch Wonder, and then I won't draw an island for like 3 turns.
Mm.
And then I may discard my hand because I'm without damage. So yeah, I'm going to discard Gandalf's Sanction and the Mountain and draw 4 cards.
Oof.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Oh, boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right.
Oh boy.
And I'm gonna have Sauron violate the classic.
Are you done with your turn then, Chris?
No, I'm not done with my turn just yet. Sorry, I'm just.
That's good.
A second man. I'm gonna tap the Soul Ring for 2. I'll tap a forest and a mountain. I'm gonna play Corsairs of Umbar. It's a 3/3. I can pay you 2 in a blue to make target Goblin Orc or Pirate can't be blocked this turn. And if it does
And I
come
will
down to your
amass
player,
another orc.
a Mass Orc's free. And I will pass the
So how many
turn there.
spells did you count? How many spells did you cast your turn? 3?
1. I only cast 2.
I just heard you say a Mass Orc's 3, so.
No, that's only for if I deal damage with Corsairs of Umbar. So no, yeah, I only
Mhm.
cast 2 spells this turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw for turn.
So now me and Locke are going to be just going on an arms race, on Orc's arms race right now.
I'm gonna tap
Mm.
I just
this
want
one.
blockers.
I'm
I'm
gonna put
just after blockers.
my Conjurer's Mantle onto Sidar.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna hit Chris.
So you just equipped, you didn't cast, right?
Yeah, just equip that. Yeah, so I'm going to swing at Chris with Sidar.
How big?
He is a 5/4 flying vigilance first strike. I've got attack triggers.
So I do have all my stuff flies because of Wander, so I do have flying blockers.
Anything with death touch?
Nope.
That's fine then. I don't mind.
So how gone?
But how big's your blockers actually?
3/3, 2/2, and 7/6. So if you want to
So
redirect,
your Sauron's flies. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I didn't want to attack you then. I don't want to attack you then.
you don't feel like it, do you now?
I should have got first strike.
Yeah, but how big is it? Because I can still.
5.
Yeah, so you still won't kill Sauron.
No.
Okay then. So before combat then, because this makes more sense.
Wait, so you're going to
When
combat?
you go back before combat. I'll cast this before combat then, since now I know your stuff is flying. White. So the 1 and 2.
Also, I'm going to point out, Chris, that
Yeah.
Myriad is a May trigger.
Okay.
So I've got
That's true, actually.
The
Yeah.
Circle of Loyalty.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast a spell, so you both the mass, I guess.
Mass 2.
My creatures control get +1/+1.
Okay.
And then whenever I cast a legendary spell, I can create a 2/2 white knight.
I may respond to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to tap blue. I'm going to tap this. I'm going to tap 2 blue and a swamp to play Saruman's Trickery and counter target spell.
Okay.
So we amass orcs again, Locke. I'm on 16 life. I do not want to risk. I can't afford to take more damage, so I have to stop you from trying to punch through.
I guess I'm just going to be hitting Jason then.
That is fair. How big?
It's a 5/4. So attack trigger, because I need to get the attack trigger to actually get some cards in my hand. So I'm going to look at top 6.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll tell you what, it's been a very swingy game. There's been a lot flying around.
So I'm going
Lots of
to.
interaction, which I really like.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Hakon Stormgald Scourge into my
I like that guy.
hand.
boy.
I like that guy.
But I still don't have very many knights in my graveyard.
Yeah.
But then I also then draw and discard from the Stardew.
So you're going to put him in the graveyard, I imagine. So.
I'm going to put him in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Then do combat damage trigger. Stardew returns a knight from a graveyard to the battlefield, which would then be Hakon.
Oh, hi guys.
Yeah, we'd never have known that this guy was going to appear.
I run him in my cube actually because the mono black in my cube tends to work on discard, so he's a knight, so he's quite fitting.
I'll play this Esper Panorama. I'm going to pay 3 and play a Monastery Siege.
Mass orcs.
So this is going to choose Khans or Dragons. Khans is I draw and disregard on my draw step and then discard, or I can do Dragons spells your opponent's cast that target you or opponent you control cost 2 more to cast.
Is that another trigger?
Yes, it is.
I think that I don't think making your stuff casts more is going to make much difference. Now everyone's got loads of mana, so I'm just going to choose the additional card. So I'm on Khans. So now I have an upkeep trigger. I better just put that on top of my deck. And that is me done because I can't cast anything else from my graveyard yet. So
I do apologize for casting your spell, but I want life. I need my life. It's precious to me.
I just wanted to attack someone with Sidar.
You got to say that in a different voice when you play that deck.
It's very precious.
Over to you, Jason.
There we go.
Untap, upkeep. Draw trigger from the abundance. We will choose non-land. Do I review? I can't remember. Yeah, review of cards. Hey, the good boy.
A doggo? Oh yes, it's a doggo. Yay, we like doggos.
So I review Spirited Companion.
That is a good boy.
He is the bestest of boys. We will play Songgrass Prairie for turn.
Nice.
Question. do I attempt to frickin' go off again and then get absolutely stunk? Yes, I think.
It's so hard to say who's going to win this. There's a lot. Oh, what's that? Is that
Right. Okay.
Oh no, that's my slippers before I hit Maxon.
7 mana. Put in here again. Try it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, something big's coming.
Just the commander.
I'll take the Amasto.
Yeah.
Sure.
How many total spells did you cast last turn, Amy?
Feels like
One.
yeah, just
two,
the one,
two,
really.
two.
Yeah.
And if you include my counter spell, that would have been a third amass on top of that. A third spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one.
So it would be
Cool.
3 in total.
All right, we're gonna cast Icnithia Hand of Erebos.
Yeah.
Whose army is? No, doesn't even matter. I can't even use it anyway. Just trying to think here. Soz. Okay. So we know we have the one good boy. The
I
question
think
is,
me and you really need to get the border that Locke's got on their face cam. Because I know a few people who do that.
oh,
You know what? I should send you. I've got the prosperity frame from Thunder Junction. If you'd like me to put it in Discord for you.
Oh,
that'd be cool.
Yes,
And you just have to put the type on yourself, right?
that would be amazing if you could do that.
I can do that, right?
right. Sorry,
Right
let me
now.
just double check.
Thank you. That is very kind of you.
Pulses.
I just have to
I
figure
can't
out where the
do
war
all
room
this.
went.
Okay. I'll just see what happens.
Oh, we've got another spell. So amass.
No. This
Oh.
is ETB trigger from
Okay.
Icnithia exiling Thissus and returning her as a 3/3 zombie.
Okay, fair.
We will then. This will be the spell. Cast for 1.
Oh, that'll look at what comes out. I amass.
The good will cast
It
for
is
2
up.
mana.
Thank
Good
you very
boy.
much.
You're very welcome. It is courtesy of Katie Combat.
Ah, good.
We
First word
will.
combat.
Another amass trigger there for you both.
Yes, absolutely.
That looks
So
really cool,
gain
actually.
life.
Oh, 2 more masters.
I would choose non-land. Nissian Wanderer. For Spirited Companion. Non-land. Battle at Hellvault, which is a saga that exiles for each player, exile 1 target non-land saga non-land permanent that player controls until this leaves the battlefield, and
I
then
do
I
not like
make
that. Although
make
I
a
don't,
Me either.
I don't think Jason could cast it this turn, actually.
nope. I definitely cannot. I just got to get blockers out then. I
No,
will
that's totally
then
fair. Oh, never.
cast.
Spell.
Yep, there's your other spell for turn. I will cast the Nissian Wanderer.
Right.
1/3 constellation enchantment. ETBs, look at top 3 cards, reveal a land card, put into the
So I got
put-
some Orc Army
yeah.
at
You
22.
pick 2 dice with the least distinct numbers possible.
I know. I need to find something. Something else I think I can use, actually. Hold on.
That's me. Are you,
You should
Llachlan?
spend nothing, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've got the Lord of the Rings dice in this box. So
Sorry, are you attacking me, Jason?
No,
Is that-
no. That is me passing the turn.
I was gonna
Because
say.
nothing has haste.
I will use the Lord of the Rings. I will use the Lord of the Rings dice for this, so a bit more
Although I should-
distinctive.
Although I
Can't
should
see
put.
it still.
Oh, hang on, I can fix that.
Use your 3D printed thingy.
I should put a concordant crossroad in here.
That's a good point.
Oh well. That's me. Over to you.
So, Orc Army is 22.
Energy will have menace when everything is battlefield attack with on target non-orange enchantment or card from your graveyard. Okay. And when do myriad triggers disappear?
End of
End
And
of combat, I think.
It's end of combat or end of turn.
Let me just check.
Okay.
End of combat. Exile tokens. End of the combat.
Because you gotta know when those copy shenanigans are gonna do their thing, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because if you've got 3 Saurons out and you can cast, you get the
Yeah.
the ring temps you triggers, and you can essentially like keep. Yeah, you basically just get all the triggers off him if you can get enough damage through.
Wait a minute. If you attack with the Orc Army and the three Saurons, you get 3 ring temperature triggers
Yes.
and 3 draw and discard.
Yeah.
You basically
Yeah.
Oh my god.
loot.
Yeah.
You can loot.
I just realised that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
It's real nasty.
I actually quite like that. That's
Well, you nearly stopped it.
yeah. Now I quite like it. I'm glad I didn't stop it. I get to see this going off.
Does that mean I should do that then?
Yes,
Um,
I agree. You've got the opportunity. I think this should be done.
Okay. Well,
I may regret saying that, but
let's do this first so that I can hedge some bets here. I need planes and path of ancestry. Okay. So yeah, because I'm mana screwed, so I have to do something somewhat suspect. So I'm gonna cast a Pandorica.
so I matched 2 off that. Yeah.
So I may choose not to untap the Pandorica during my untap step.
Correct.
And then 1 and a planes. To tap it, I can untap another target non-land permanent. Then it phases out. It can't phase in for as long as the Pandorica remains tapped. When the Pandorica becomes untapped or leaves the battlefield, that permanent phases in. Activate only as a sorcery. So I'm just gonna read Sauron again here. Oh, interesting. Well, no, it's whenever an army I control deals damage, right?
Yeah.
Yes, if you attack with Sauron and the army, and then the myriad happens, and you end up with 3 Saurons, and then the army deals damage and triggers all 3 Saurons.
Yeah, but it's finding a way to get through with the army if it hasn't got trampled. So
yeah, I guess
I'm going to pay an island to equip Ace's baseball bat to Sauron the Dark Lord.
Because he needs it.
I mean, he needs a mace, and that's as close as you get to one. So yeah, I like this.
So now it's a 10-10. So it's a 10-6 with first strike.
Also quite fitting with the cannon. I like this. Look is
so,
really.
But I have to make sure I'm not going to lose it, right?
Yeah.
So what's your total power on board, Amy?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. And yours, Jason?
I have a 4/4, a 3/3, a 1/1, and a 1/3.
Okay. So that's not a total.
Oh, I do apologize. I'm so sorry. Did you want total toughness or total power?
By the time you told me the third one, I had forgotten the first one.
I'm so sorry. That is hang on. 4, 6. 9.
9. So less
9
than 10.
power.
Mhm.
Yeah, so below the 10.
Okay, so I am going to send the orc army at Amy. I think.
Okay.
Because the army has to do damage, though, for Sauron to trigger, right?
Yes.
I don't
Mhm.
understand how Sauron works.
Yes.
Because it's not my card.
The army still has
Someone
to do-
explain to me.
Yeah.
Someone explain to me what it is that Chris wants me to do.
So basically, when the army deals damage,
Yeah.
then the ring would tempt you. Of
Okay.
course, because you would have, at the time the army does damage, you would have 3 Saurons. So all 3 Saurons would trigger, and the ring would tempt you 3 times.
Right.
But then all 3 will also see the ring tempt you 3 times. So you'll actually get 9 triggers of the ring. The bottom one saying whenever the ring tempts you, you may discard your hand, and if you do, draw 4 cards. So
But that's only going to happen if anybody lets any of it through.
Yeah.
So if you attack me with the army, I'll let the army hit me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I want to see this. I want to see
Yeah,
this. So I'll take that hit. That's fine. But I will block the
Well, we have
Sauron
the
that's
army.
coming off the myriad.
The original Sauron will go at Jason because he's got less than 10.
Mhm.
And so for Myriad, it's either all or nothing, right?
Yeah, because it only triggers on attack.
Yeah.
So
No, but what I mean is I can't just create 2 of the 3. I have to create all 3, or I have to create
Well,
none.
it's you only create 2
Do you want me to skip the
extra
rules?
because you create 1 for each other opponent you could attack.
That's
So
it, yeah.
you'll create
Yeah.
1 for you if you attack Jason with the original. You
Mhm.
create 1 for me, 1 for Chris.
Okay. So there's 1 for you and 1 for Chris.
Okay.
Which I'm only doing this because Chris said to do it. So I want that duly noted that this was not my idea.
I hold my hand up and I accept full responsibility for this.
That's fine.
I will block Sauron with the Sauron coming at me with the Corsairs of Umbar, so I won't take damage, but the Corsairs will die.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put the Smitten Swordmaster underneath the Sauron, but not block the army as agreed.
Unfortunately, the spirited companion will try his best to fend off Sauron.
Aw, noble sacrifice.
Okay, so now the army hits me for 10. Was it?
Yes.
Yes.
No, 11. It's 11 actually.
So
Isn't
you're
it?
down to 26.
Yeah.
Down to 26, and the ring tempts you 3 times.
So I've got
Jesus.
you're on the same level as me. If John me to hold this up to the camera for you to
So
I actually have one of those cards somewhere.
Okay.
So whenever a ring bearer so I didn't deal any combat damage to anybody though.
No, it's the army.
You won't get those triggers for that one this time. That
Yeah.
will matter for next time. You choose a creature to be your
Oh.
ring bearer.
Sauron can't be blocked by anything with power greater than it or less than it.
Greater.
Greater than it.
Greater.
If you make him your ring bearer, then yeah, you cannot be blocked by creatures of greater power.
Okay. And then when it passes through stage 3, what happens? Is the draw and discard happen automatically from that?
Yeah, on attack, you draw and
Yep.
discard. And then
Okay.
if someone blocks Sauron, the
Yep.
creature that blocks him or creatures that blocks him have to be sacrificed at the end of combat.
Sorry,
Then-
say it again.
If you I think if you put the ring into Spelltable,
Type the
comes
ring
up
and
a
see if
bit
you get it
higher.
up.
Oh, thank you.
I think
It's the ring. It's type the ring and that should get it for you.
you might have to put like special cards on as well. Oh, don't do that.
Do you want me to hold it? If I hold up the version to the camera here, you can at least reference what you're seeing on my board.
Sure.
If that helps.
Okay. So whenever my ring bearer becomes blocked by a creature, but that didn't happen before combat. So
No,
none
yeah.
of those things are going to apply this combat.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so I don't care about that card this combat. Okay, you can put the card down.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. But Sauron is going to do what? Absolutely nothing.
So now, because the ring has tempted you 3 times,
Right.
each Sauron has seen the ring tempt you 3 times. So the bottom part
Okay.
of Sauron's ability triggers 3 times for each Sauron you have. So you have 9 triggers of that, where you may choose to discard your hand and draw 4 cards. So you can basically wheel through your deck until you get a hand of 4 cards you like, up to 9 times.
Yeah. So
if you would like to.
So yeah, potentially you can draw. You're drawing up to 36 cards, but you're discarding 32 of them, 4 at a time.
Right. which we want to be fairly careful about.
Yeah,
yeah. It is a May trigger, so you can just choose to like do a couple and then find the hand you want.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See.
Oh, you know what? We like these cards.
Oh, straight off the bat.
So
that's not what you want to hear.
So that's 1.
Yeah. And it's a May, so I'm going to skip the other ones.
Okay.
I am going to play Plains for the turn. And then, because of Jason shenanigans.
Oh, and just the end of combat, the other 2 Saurons, the copies went away.
Yeah.
I have to go now. My people need me.
Yes. I am going to pay 1 and another Plains.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to untap another target non-land permanent.
Okay. Untapping a Sauron? Yeah, you're untapping Sauron.
Yeah.
And it has phased out.
Oh. Stuffing Sauron in the Pandorica?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Would the Pandorica contain Sauron? Because it's designed to contain a Time Lord. Would it actually contain Sauron? That's an interesting thing.
Is Sauron a Time Lord? This is the important question.
Not a Time Lord. He's basically a demigod, effectively.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I'm concerned about your saga, right?
I see what you're doing. Yep.
Yeah.
But then I've got to sack a creature in order to even sack a legendary creature to even target that.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
Well,
cool.
he's phased out. He doesn't exist. He's not even an option for you to get rid of.
You could still target my Sauron, but you still have to pay the ward cost. So.
Yes. Which will probably not be happening.
I will pass the turn.
Okay.
Over to you, Chris.
Not sure that gained me anything more than what I might have done with my cards, but it was fun. And it made,
do you know what?
Everybody else happy. It made everybody else happy.
I think that was great. Actually,
I love seeing that interaction.
I did too, to be fair. So, okay.
That's why we play this game, right? Is to do cool interactions.
Exactly.
And where we get to say, my Doctor Who deck attacks your Lord of the Rings deck.
And your Doctor Who deck your Doctor Who deck.
Next week where we stuff Sauron in a Pandorica.
In a box.
What's
you
in
can
the
get
box?
the washer and dryer. You can get the washer and dryer where the lovely Sauron is standing, or you can trade it all in for what's in this box.
That's right.
The box. Okay, tapping 4. So I'm going to cast 1 ring to rule them all. A saga. So the ring tempts me. I'm going to make the orc army my ring bearer. So
we got a mill card.
You have to. Each player mills cards equal to the ring bearer's power. Everybody mills 24.
Hey, okay.
Unless it's on the stack. If anyone wants to respond, now's the time. Is there any responses?
No.
No response from me.
Right, mill 24.
Alright.
2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10.
7.
1, 2, 3,
8.
10. 1, 2, 4. Oh, 1 off.
12,
Okay.
13,
You mill my mana side.
Hey, there we
15,
go.
16, 17,
Jukai.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, wow.
There's some good stuff in here.
I want to get the important things that I can actually get back from the graveyard, I guess, out.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna start.
I used to have to warn people that I had a card that order mattered
Mm,
for the graveyard.
Oh,
Oh god.
And you can see I still play like somebody who played in the era of order mattering in graveyards.
right.
sorry,
Okay.
just sorting out bits that I can get back.
No,
as
that's
well.
fine.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I was 14 cards deep into that mill before I hit a land.
Oh,
The top
Oof.
5 cards of my library were lands, so I'm glad that happened, to be honest.
Mm,
And then I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands.
Ooh.
7 lands.
ouch.
Yeah. Yeah,
I-
not great.
I did hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures, so that's not too bad. I got 8 more creatures in my graveyard that I can get back now.
right. I think I can take down one player.
That's
Uh-oh.
not. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
question
that's,
is who.
Well, you
I
Yeah,
actually
well,
I
you
can't
can-
take down Llachlan.
yeah, you can take me out.
Oh.
I can't
That's
take
who
you
you can
out.
take
That's
out.
yeah. Well, I
not?
could if I send everything at you. That's the thing. But I'm concerned about leaving myself open on the crackback.
Oh, right. Yes.
So, but I can kill Amy or Jason.
Well, I've only got 7 power of creatures that could attack.
And I've got Wander in the graveyard, so I can fly over. So,
I've got 1 flyer as well.
Oh.
I've got flyers.
so you can block, and I don't have trample.
Yeah, so I've got a flyer.
Jason, have you got any flyers?
If I lied and said yes, would you leave me alone?
No, because I think it's 10 to 10. So
Yeah,
No,
don't,
that's
get
fair.
towards the end
don't
at some
take it
point, yeah.
personal. I do want to start trying to at least get this game begin to close out. So I will be swinging with you with the 24/24 Orc Army.
Oh, is that thing? Oh, that's fine.
Uh,
Okay, yeah.
The Orc Army slays Ignitia.
I have stuff on attack though, so I get
Yep.
to draw and discard off the ring tempts me. I will discard. I don't want to discard. I've got a few things here. I'll discard this mountain, and then holding priority. I'm gonna tap my last swamp and an island. I'm gonna play Orcish Medicine. Given the Orc Army lifelink and indestructible turn, a Mass Orcs 2.
Yep.
And then hit Jason. You're hit for 26, and I
you
gain
go
26
to like
life.
32 then, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I go to 42.
42. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right,
apologies,
what's the next
Jason.
bit? No, do not. Don't you dare be apologizing for the thing that you should be
On
doing.
your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't.
So-
Your Sauron's phased out, so you wouldn't get the triggers
Nice.
for it at the moment.
Yeah.
And because I don't combat damage to a player, Amy and Llachlan, you both lose 3 life.
Oh shit!
I'm on the last stage of ring temps,
Yeah.
so
We're in trouble, Llachlan.
You can do it.
and I finally, because the ring tempted me. The ring does tempt me. Do I want to? I'll keep it on the Orc Army because it keeps it legendary. I will discard my hand, which is just a Lord of the Nazgul, and I draw 4.
Yep.
And stuff. Okay, so I'm playing the land for turn, so I'm going to play Barad-dûr. It comes in untapped because I got legendaries in play.
Desperately trying to see if I've got anything in my graveyard that will like get me out of this mess.
Do it.
I will pass the turn there, I think.
Yeah. I think that was a good call though. Like I would have just got binding out and just
Yeah.
started.
That was in my mind, that
Honking.
you get the binding out and suddenly you can start.
I'll
Like,
just get rid of people. I
Right, so
guess.
Yeah,
untap.
Albert's Blinding Blade is actually one of my favorite cards.
I'm going to draw an
Yeah,
additional
I do
card
like
and then
that.
discard a card. So I'm going to discard a Knight of the White Orchid because that's probably not very useful at the moment.
Annoyingly, my Archfiend of Ifnir went in the bin, so I can't just start
Yeah.
putting my countered -1/-1 counters on things.
Oh, mending.
I don't know whether I
Oh,
can
there's
actually
my.
do all
I was
that.
like, where's my hand? Under my neatly laid out graveyard.
You've organised that graveyard really well. I like it.
Okay.
It was better a second ago before I had to move it.
So you got flying blockers, haven't you now?
Yes.
That are what power?
7/6 and 2/2.
7/6/2/2. Okay.
So my
I want to deal combat damage to player, but also don't want to attack Llachlan because I want to attack you.
yeah, I'm definitely the problem right now.
You are most certain the problem. I have got a rogue's passage though, so
that's a good
That's a
but
good
it,
one.
it means I can only get like 5 damage through.
Yeah,
it doesn't do a lot.
Yeah, that
really.
Orcish Medicine was a big swing. I've
Been holding on to that.
What sort of things can you get rid of on Chris's board, Llachlan? If you got, it's trying to plan out what I can do because I can potentially get rid of one thing.
So I can get rid of I can get rid of one thing, I think. Yeah, I can really only get rid of one thing legitimately. So
Okay. So I put that up for that. Oh, wait, go on a minute. That leaves me 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can get through that. Okay, so I need to do this then. I'm gonna go. Just go to 2, 3, 4. Rogue's Passage.
Yeah.
Targeting Sidar, making him unblockable.
Yeah.
Go to combat and attack you, Chris, for the 5/4 attack triggers.
Yeah.
I then got the look at top 6 and then draw and discard. So 5, 6. That's actually not too bad. The only one I had is Vona, Butcher of Megan.
Have you played any spells so far this turn?
No, haven't played
okay,
spells.
it's fine. Just keeping track of the Orc army.
Yeah, so that is gonna go. I'm gonna put that into hand, and then I'm gonna draw and discard from Sidar. I will discard the Vona.
Okay.
And then I will. We go to combat. You take 5.
Is that commander damage?
5 commander damage. Yeah.
So down to 37.
And
damage. Yep.
I think I'm gonna bring back in Vona.
Is that cast or?
It's comes back in off the Sidar.
Okay, cool.
Combat damage trigger.
Yeah.
So this one here is Vigilance Lifelink 4/4. I can tap it and pay 7 life to destroy target non-land permanent, and I can activate it only during my turn.
Fair enough.
I'm going to play a land per turn, which is a Field of Ruin.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
slightly worse sorcery speed.
Yeah. Then I am going to pass the turn holding up my 5 manas.
Okay. And I'm just putting the TARDIS on top because that's relevant for graveyard recursion.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
So, yeah, these things will come into Okay, and Sauron is back.
As he's
Good.
at doing.
Sauron's not back in. Oh, you untapped. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
phased.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
untapped. He's phased as long as Pandora's book's tapped, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the thing.
Yep. And I chose to untap the Pandorica.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice.
We'll play a land for the turn.
How's everybody doing in chat?
Everyone enjoying themselves.
If we
Mhm.
enjoying the game, there's been some interesting plays.
It's been another swingy game, hasn't it? So
So we will pay 5. And we will recast the first Doctor.
makes sense. I amass 2.
And we will return the TARDIS to our hand from the graveyard.
Yeah.
So it says when it enters the battlefield, you can switch your library and/or graveyard for the card named TARDIS.
Yeah. Now I understand why you weren't too bothered about sacking it to chump block earlier. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. If I hadn't had to keep jumping in front of things to slow down, yeah.
No, it's fair.
It's
Makes
a
sense.
pretty neat recursion loop. Like that
Mhm.
ability to just keep bringing the TARDIS back. Is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fitting actually.
And then have you got any death touch, Amy?
No.
Do you have any death touch over there, Chris?
I do not have any death touch, no.
Okay. So I think I'm going to do this. I am going to come at you, Chris, with the Orc army and a copy of Sauron.
Okay.
And I'm going to go at Amy with the original Sauron. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've got the ring bearer Sauron coming at me, am I correct?
No, I've got the ring bearer. So
Okay, got ring bearer Sauron. But I've got the orc army and the other Sauron coming in, correct?
Yeah.
I forgot to figure out who I didn't actually declare a ring bearer because I forgot about that part.
It would have made sense to give it on the original Sauron because the myriad, because he doesn't go away there. But and that means when he phases out, he stays as the ring bearer. Am I correct? Yeah. So I'd say you want the original Sauron as your ring bearer.
Yeah. So everything about something stays with the with the way phasing works.
Yeah. So on attack, you get to draw and discard because of the ring.
Yeah. Draw.
So just making sure you're.
And I will discard.
Yeah. So I've got. I'm gonna have to block the orc army. I can't risk another. I don't want to risk another ring trigger. Anything else on your attacks, or can we move to blocks?
I have declared attackers.
Yeah, it's your turn first for blocks. And
Yeah, so I'll block the orc army with Malher, and I'll be taking 7 from the Sauron copy.
Well, so let's declare all the blockers.
So I'm gonna block Sauron with the Vona.
You'll have to sack Sauron at the end.
I have to sack it to I will at the end of combat, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So this is fine. I declare my blockers.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. I'm good with those blocks as declared, no combat tricks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a combat thing though. So I'm going to cast Utter End.
What does that do?
1, 2.
Is that a board wipe?
White, black. It's a exile target non-land permanent.
Okay.
I want to decide now whether I get rid of your Sauron and sacrifice my Vona to pay for it for the ward cost, or exile your orc army. It's the thing.
Are you talking to me or
Your stuff, Chris?
Yeah.
I think the orc army is the biggest problem, right?
I'm basically have lethal
It's the
on.
ring bearer, and we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it now 30?
30, yeah.
Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Orc army's gone?
Yeah, exile the orc army.
Okay.
And
cool.
then this dies combat as well. So.
Okay, yeah.
I'm choosing not to filter through.
Oh, the orc army didn't do combat damage. You didn't get the.
Yeah, I've got the orc army.
Yeah, so you wouldn't get the triggers this time for that.
So this goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I pass the turn.
In your end step, is it? No, actually, I won't do anything in the end step. That's fine. Cool. Okay, I will untap. Okay, one upkeep. One ring to rule them all goes to chapter 2. It says destroy all non-legendary creatures.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Which
So-
I think is only the orc army on
Llachlan's
Yes.
board, yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
gone. Right, now I draw.
Just happen to all have legendaries.
Right, I think. Have to do
Oh
this.
no! I just seen what the number
Yeah.
3 is. Oh no!
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see how far that's gonna go.
Actually, can I do something? Sorry, it won't change that.
Hmm
Oh, would it?
Well, the one ring goes off
It would
regardless.
still, yeah, no, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
Hmm
I could have amassed orcs off Barad-dûr, but they still would have died anyway
Yep.
from the
hmm
So yeah, no, it wouldn't have made any difference. Right, that's fine. Tap 6. I'm gonna commence the end game. Spell can't be countered. Draw 2 cards. Amass orcs X, where X is the number of cards in my hand. This is 5.
Okay.
So you just cast a spell, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have Wonder, and I do have Anger in my graveyard. So they
You
have
got anger as well. Oh, okay.
I will
Bloody
show it. Yeah, Anger here. So
That's
Okay,
fine.
yeah. You got haste.
Haste and flying.
yes.
That's fine.
And
So
then-
I don't move across to Chris. I didn't move across to Chris's board. And he just went anyway. Not
okay, I can play a mountain for turn because I haven't played a land yet. That's fine. We'll do that.
Your commencing end game is not a permanent.
Yep.
We need to kill Chris. Look.
That's your first spell that you played this turn, correct?
Yes, that's the first spell I played this turn.
See, this is where in my channel we have the main room, and then we have 2 rooms below for conspiring.
I like the sound of that.
And this is where Amy and I would step aside and have a tiny discussion.
Yeah, I think we can just have that discussion like openly in front of Chris at the moment and just say how much you want to kill him.
I do not want to lose to Chris. I'll happily lose to Amy. I'm always keen to lose to pretty
Wow.
women.
She is very
Thank
pretty.
you.
She is. She's got lovely hair and great eyes.
Thank you.
I will tap 4. I'm going to play Foray of
And I
Orcs.
mean that in the most non-chav, least gross way possible.
Aw.
Because I realized I didn't mean to do that in a way that was harassing. It was meant to be
it was
full-on
a compliment.
Okay.
I accepted the compliment.
All right.
It's a
Thank you very
nice
much.
compliment, yeah.
Mass Orcs 2, when you do it does X total creature.
An opponent
You cast another
controls.
spell.
Yep.
Your Sauron is power 6. Strength toughness 6, right?
It is with
No.
with a 10.
It's got the bat,
As
isn't
it's-
it?
Yeah, but I think the bat only gives buffs his power.
Oh,
no, it's
that was
toughness.
10-6.
Yeah, so I'm going to
Yeah.
deal 7 damage to the Sauron.
With what?
Foray of Orcs. A foray of orcs deals X damage to target creature an opponent controls, where X is the amassed army's power. A power 7.
And what do you plan to sacrifice to do that with?
Oh, shit.
Target. Yeah, you got a
Oh,
target.
shit. I can't do that, can I? No, I might have to pick...
Oh, you choosing the targets now?
Amy, what's on your board?
I've got a 5-4 and a 3-3.
Yeah, let's do the 5-4.
Okay, yep.
Because that's flying, isn't it, as well? So, or it's got...
Yeah,
stuff
but
on.
that's in the graveyard now.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have a ring bearer, so... Okay, right. We will go to combat. So I will.
Who's your ring bearer?
None, because the orcs were destroyed.
Yep. Yeah, we killed that.
So I'm just gonna send. They're both flyers. None of you have flyers. I'm gonna send the Sauron at Llachlan, the orc army at Amy. So it's just 7 damage in the air at each of you.
So with that being cast,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I didn't cast anything.
It's declared.
I'll declare it. Sorry, yeah.
With those being declared,
Yeah.
I am going to. Oh, it's Amy's priority.
No, I'm just passing. I don't have anything. You're good. You carry on.
Well, I'm gonna try this and see if it works. I'm gonna flatline you.
What does flatline do?
Creatures your opponents control have base power and toughness 0-1 until end of turn.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yep. So no damage is dealt. However, you cast a spell, so I mass orcs 1 anyway.
Yep.
Not that it makes much difference.
Yeah, and then it becomes 0-1.
Yeah.
As well,
Now technically,
but they still it's counters, so it's 0-1. So I still get damage, but the Sauron becomes a 0-1.
okay,
So I take
1 damage from the orc army.
No, because it's a 0-1 with counters on it, isn't it? So the counters are still there.
Okay.
So it's a 8-8. Was it? It's an 8-9.
8-9. Yeah, you take
so
that.
I still take 8.
Yeah. Okay. So the ring tempts me. So I will make.
Annoyingly, I know that I go to 2 on my upkeep.
I
on Chris's next turn.
I tried, Amy. I tried.
Yeah. So the ring tempts me. I'm going to make Sauron my ring bearer.
Yep.
I can discard my hand. So what have I got? It's working out if it's worth. Discard.
It's a tight one, isn't it?
Relic of Sauron Tortured Existence. Draw. Actually, sorry.
I can't tell if Flatline is better or worse than Sudden Spoiling. Because Sudden Spoiling is for the same amount of mana, does require more pips.
Right, but Sudden Spoiling is not one of the cards found within the 4 Doctor Who.
No, that is true. Yeah.
Flatline is.
I was just comparing. I was just comparing against the 2 cards. Because it's like, man, that's really similar
I
to
also
each
like
other.
the quote: "We found the missing people. They're in the walls."
Yeah. Okay, so I don't the ring. Okay, so on comment, I don't think that means the ring. Anything of the ring goes off, so you don't. No one loses free life from because the ring tempts on combat damage.
Yeah, so you get no ring bearer. So
yeah, that's fine. Okay, go
well, the ring did tempt you, so now you've got a ring bearer, I guess.
Yeah, I have Sauron as a ring bearer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap black and play Tortured Existence.
Yep.
Then
That does.
You can pay
And
a
I'm going to
black.
map for 1.
Yeah, you pay a black, discard a creature card to return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. You can like swap them.
Yeah. And then I will pass turn.
Oh, this is rough.
All right. So we've got this, Amy. So if we can get rid of Chris, I'm happy to let you win the game.
Wow.
At the moment, all I have is.
And I have a couple of options in my hand to help accomplish that.
Okay, so I'm going to draw an additional card and discard a card. Let's start with that. I'll discard this swamp. And and then I'll play the Sunken Hollow.
Okay.
I can cast creatures from my graveyard, which I think I need to do since.
Yeah, you need. Sadly, you're gonna need a blocker because there's nothing I can do about that, right? Because
Well-
I'm stuck with the Myriad trigger.
So,
So-
the last part of the One Ring to rule them all is each opponent loses 1 life for each creature card in that player's graveyard. So on Chris's pre-combat main phase, that's going to trigger. So, and I've got
That's going to trigger my upkeep.
well, it's pre-combat main phase, isn't it? It's not upkeep. The,
I mean, yeah, there was
targets.
upkeep. After my draw step. Sorry, no, you are right. Yeah,
3,
sorry,
4,
I
5,
do
6,
stand
7,
corrected.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah,
I've got...
it's really not. The One Ring is not going to be a problem.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
Oh,
worried because I have
okay.
14 creatures in my graveyard and I'm on 15 life.
I promise you, it's not going to be a problem.
But that's fine. I don't want to cast the expensive things anyway, but I need to get some board state out. That's fine. But anything that gains me life when it comes in, because that could be useful. That draws me a card, but that's really expensive.
Oh, you probably.
Oh, here we go.
I was gonna say, where's Corpse Knight?
So I'm going to pay... where's the signet? Here we go. Black, white, Corpse Knight. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life.
Yeah.
So that's... I don't want to
That's
pass
one.
Midnight. A Midnight Reaper's a bit too late. I've got some lifelink somewhere as well, haven't I? Oh, here we go. So let's go with a black here. And let's tap the Field of Ruin for colourless and cast the Smitten Sword Master for a bit of lifelink.
How are you casting from your graveyard?
Hack on.
Hack on.
Hack on lets me cast knights from my graveyard.
Do you not pay life for that, or is
Nope.
that
No, it's just you just cast spells. But you just got to pay the cost for the casting the spells.
fair enough?
Mm-hmm.
Knight of the Orchids. White Orchid seems a bit late. Oh, there's lifelink, but it's 5 mana. Knight of the Black Rose is Monarch.
The sad part is I haven't been able to cascade a single thing because I haven't been able to keep my 2 pieces on the battlefield long enough.
6. I've got 7 mana. So do 5. Oh, sorry. When this came in, you both lost 1 life as well. Actually, let's trigger that. I'm going to cast the boner. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got a white and black left. So that's boner. You both lose another life. And I've got 2 left. So I'm going to pay 2 and bring back an Order of Midnight. So you both lose another life again. This is... Actually, no, that's no good. I'm going to do this one instead. The Wintermoor Commander. It's a toughness equal to the knights I control, and whenever it attacks, but it's not going to attack, so I'll do that later. But I realised I've got no flying blockers. It's a problem. But I have some creatures. I'm not going to lose so much life if it doesn't work out as well, that the thing doesn't get removed. That is going to be my turn. I'm going to pass over to you, Locke. And hope that I get another turn.
I'm just trying to get the game over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting there anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
It is really.
We are in fact in the end game. So...
Yeah, we are in the end game. I cast commence the end game, so we are officially in the end game.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Oh,
You
I
have
see.
1 blue mana. Is that correct, Chris?
Yes.
What are the 1 blue mana counterspells? Now I wish I'd looked at your deck list.
I don't think I shared my deck list. I probably didn't. I should have shared that. That's my fault. So
Your deck
Nah,
is
it's
on
all
the.
good.
it's on Moxfield,
It's
yeah.
on the Moxfield links in chat. You can get out.
Well, we're gonna start with this. So 2 planes, and 2. I think is what I need to do this. I just need to double check my mana in a second. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Return to Dust.
He's bluffing. There's no one blue spells in his deck.
Return to dust, target and one ring to rule them all.
I'm gonna exile. Yeah, I'm gonna exile the One Ring.
Yeah, makes sense.
You get to do a second thing as well, don't you?
I
It's your
do.
main phase. What?
And I'm thinking the Torture.
Existence, torture existence.
Yeah, the Tortured Existence.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm gonna pay a blue for Time Lord Regeneration.
Okay, yeah, that sounds cool.
Okay. And I'm gonna cast it on the First Doctor.
Okay.
Then I'm going to take Path of Ancestry. And I'm going to Path to Exile Sauron.
You have
Nice.
to pay the ward cost.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
the word
I
cost
see
is
it.
to sacrifice
I like it.
a legendary.
Mm.
So I'm going to
Yep.
sacrifice the First Doctor.
Okay.
Smart.
So when this creature
Smart move,
dies,
yeah.
reveal cards on top of your library to reveal a Time Lord creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield under your control.
Tidy. Yeah, that was very tidy.
So, okay.
Top one.
That was anticlimactic. Second Doctor.
I mean, I know. I think that's quite
Master-
appropriate.
Did you just go
Right,
from the First Doctor into the Second Doctor?
Yep.
I did.
Canonically.
I did. Oh wow!
Literally
That is
regenerated.
Awesome. Okay, I take that back. I take that back. That was all right. That was not well, it was anticlimactic, just the way it was on TV. Yes. And then I am going to pay a white and a blue, and I'm going to untap another target non-land permanent, which will be your army,
Yep.
and it's going to phase out,
Okay.
and it's going to stay phased out
Until it untaps, basically.
until the Pandorica untaps.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to move to attacks.
Go on then. I'm completely open.
So I am going to send my orc army, the original Sauron at you,
Yep.
and the copy Sauron sadly at Amy, but I asked Amy to make sure she had a cheap blocker.
So on attack, you get strong discard.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna discard discard Joe Grant.
Okay. Anything? I've got no responses on attack, Amy.
So my blocks will be the Smitten Swordmaster.
I will take 14.
And I will take none, but I'll gain 2 life from my Smitten Swordmaster.
Yeah. I think that may be me.
And then I'm going to take my trigger.
Oh, yeah. So the ring tempts you. So you go to stage 4. And then, yeah, you may now, because it already dealt damage, you may now discard your hand and draw 4.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me read these.
Is it the Dark Lord?
Yes.
That's right. I was trying to get it up on the thing.
I am going to keep these 4,
Okay.
and then I will pass my turn.
Okay. Untap.
So I've done everything I possibly could. Like, if we lose this turn, there's nothing more I could have done this
I
turn.
don't think there's any way I can recover. The Orc army is
Oh, when your end step is a trigger as well, isn't there, from Second Doctor?
Oh, yes, how silly of you. At the beginning of your end step, each player may draw a card. Each opponent who doesn't can't attack. Each person who does can't attack me or permanents I control during their next turn.
I will not be doing that.
I'm gonna draw.
I'm gonna put it on the bottom of my library because I drew it before I heard what it did. So
Yeah.
Well, do you have haste stuff?
It's got anger in the graveyard.
Anger's in the bin.
So-
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so unless Chris can pop up.
If you can get a couple of creatures out, you can still.
So did
sling
you
it.
draw a card, Amy?
Yeah, I did.
Right. How much have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got to work out what I'm doing now. So. Okay. First thing to do. Tap. 1, 2, 3. Tap 5 and play Sauron the Necromancer.
I'm on a black one, isn't it?
Yep. Then tap 1, 2.
What does Sauron the Necromancer do?
He's a 4/4 with menace. When he attacks, exile target creature card from my graveyard. Create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that card. Except it's a 3/3 black wraith of menace. And then I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna cast Treasure Nabber.
So that's 2 more mass triggers for me.
Yep, that's correct. And then I'm going to tap.
You did just play Treasure Nabber, so now any artifacts you tap for mana?
Yeah,
Or is it,
taps
is it
an
any
artifact for
tap
mana.
anything? Artifact for
Yeah.
mana, you can control it.
Yeah, and I'm going to say pay 4 and cast Fell Beast of Mordor. It's flying and devour 1. I'm going to sack the Treasure Nabber to it. So give it a +1/+1 counter.
Okay, that's fine. We don't have to worry about the artifact thing, yeah. For now then.
Yeah.
Fell
Just-
Beast of... I've got to type that in. Spelltable was not liking it.
Fell
Fell Beast of Mordor.
Beast.
I really could have put Sauron in the graveyard. But...
Or attacks. Target opponent loses X life. You can X life. X is the number of ++ counts. Okay.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go to combat. So I'll be swinging both in. So they're both 4/4, so I'll be sending one at each of you. On attack, I Sauron triggers.
Both flying stairs, aren't they?
What's his attack trigger?
I exile a target creature card from my graveyard and create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that card.
Oh, he has menace as well. Which one's going which way? Which one's going which way? That pretty matters.
I'll send
just bef-
Sauron at Llachlan and the Fell Beast at you.
Okay, yeah.
Just before you that, I've just reread Fell Beasts of Mordor. It says when it ETBs, target opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of
Oh,
+1/+1 counters.
Someone would lose one, but you gain
I'll
one.
take one
Yes.
off. I'll take one off Llachlan then, and I'll gain one. So you go down to 20, and I go to 14.
So, I love how Jason's sitting over there going, "Okay, how can I most throw this game?"
No, I mean to be fair.
No, it's good. It's good. It's glad because I would have missed that. So
Yeah, I missed
I
that
don't
too.
know
So.
at all. So
I put it on the screen and I read it, but I just
Ooh.
read it as ETB, not and attacks.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna cast.
Or bring back. You
So-
cast it or just resurrect it?
It comes back.
Yeah.
It just gets exiled and a copy comes in, so doesn't count
and
as
that
cast.
copy is tapped and attacking, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a case of, do you get a big creature, big splashy ETB?
Well, it doesn't matter. I've got something that I can use, which I can exploit a bit. It's not brilliant, but it'll do.
Yeah.
I've got 2 things I can do. I'm just debating which one's better. Have we got any non-legendary? Have any of you two got non-legendaries? You do, don't you? So.
Yeah, I've got 2.
I have one non-legendary.
What's your non-legendaries?
I've got a 2.
My orc army.
2/4 death touch that can give knights a knight indestructible when it attacks.
Yeah.
And one that drains people when things need to be.
Okay. No, I don't know if that would work. This would work because it wouldn't. It's during combat, so I wouldn't be able to take. Basically, I was thinking of playing Grishnaka to take control of Llachlan's orc army, but then it wouldn't be attacking.
Get past the attacking
Yeah,
point,
so I think that's irrelevant.
It's never declared as an attacker. It's actually in combat when it
Yeah.
hits the battlefield.
Yeah, so we'll ignore that. I'm gonna bring back Grima, Sauron's footman.
No.
So he can't be blocked. When he deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles cards from the top of the library until they exile an instant or sorcery card. I may cast that card without paying its mana cost. So he's a 3/3 Wraith. So I will send Grima at Llachlan as well.
Okay, so I'm taking 11.
No,
7.
you're taking 7.
And I'm taking 4.
Taking 4.
Okay.
And then, okay, Llachlan, because I dealt combat damage to you, can you exile cards on top of your library until you exile an instant or sorcery, please?
What happens to the cards afterwards?
They go on the bottom
Just like
library.
3 lands,
Yeah,
4
they-
lands,
They'll go back on the
Oh.
bottom.
5 lands,
Oh my god.
6 lands,
Oh, wow.
an aura,
Yeah.
the 7th Doctor,
Yeah.
was
a land,
God.
an artifact,
Yikes.
reverse the polarity.
What does that do?
Choose one, counter all other spells. Switch each creature's power and toughness till end of turn, and creatures can't be blocked this turn. But we're past that.
That was a complete word. That was complete worthless.
Oh.
I don't
So,
think
this gets exiled, and all the rest of them go back on the bottom, right?
on the bottom.
Yes.
Yes, in a random
in a
order.
random order, or in the order that they were.
Random order. Yeah, I don't think that.
That's right. You can't hit everything with the thing like that. It's a bit random, isn't it? So
Yeah, I don't think that's going to. Yeah, because all my stuff is flying and unblockable, can't be blocked anyway, and all my power toughness is equal. So yeah, no, that nothing happens there.
That stays in exile.
Yes.
Yeah, it's sideways. It's in the.
Okay, go to second main, can't do anything. Go to end step, Grima exiles. For good. Pass turn, and I think I'm about to die. Because I attacked Llachlan, if you take 1 and I gain 1 from Felbeast to Mordor again. And then, so you go to 12, I go to 15, and then I'll pass turn to Amy.
I took that into account when I counted down.
Okay.
I get to draw an additional card and discard. I will discard this Ichor Elixir. Okay. So you've got. Why is that thing untapped?
It's not.
Oh, it's not. And you're on 15.
Yeah.
I think I'll pay 1 from here to put the Conjurer's Mantle onto the Wintermoor Commander. I think makes sense. I want to see what I get off that before I decide what else I'm going to do. So I'm going to swing everything at you, Chris.
How much damage?
So this is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But then I've got the trigger from the look at top 6.
So I'm on 3 potentially, unless you got a way of hitting me for another, take me to another
Get
3.
another knight to my hand.
I love the fact that Amy and I are both on 13.
Yeah.
I'm about to go up there because I've got lifelink on these. Oh, that's vigilance as well. There's vigilance. I've got lightning on 1, so got 2 choices, and I think I'm going to put the Murderous Rider in my hand. Oh, did I change it over? I didn't change it over to mine. I thought I clicked that button. Okay. There we go. You can now see my thing on stream. I've been a bit lax on that this evening. Yeah, so I'm going to gain 4 from this, dealing damage to you. So I go to 17. What's the power toughness? What's the power of everything on the board?
I got a 4/4 and a 4/4.
Unless you've cast any more spells, I've got a 10/10 and a 10/6. And a 2/4.
Okay. This is that's probably gonna hurt next turn, isn't it? Because you're gonna attack.
Well, I'm assuming I'm dead in Llachlan's turn, so
Yeah, I need to play some more blockers. I think.
you're just gonna make
I
your
already-
army bigger.
Amy, I already said.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Llachlan
I
said
have
that.
I have a flavor card I want to play, but that's it. I made the proposal, you accepted it, so you have no fear.
Llachlan said they were going to let you win if.
I don't need to do the myriad to take out
Oh,
Chris.
it's a May. Yeah, it's a May.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still cast some things from my graveyard anyway because I need to get some more features out. So white. Where's my other white? I can do a white here. No, actually, oh yeah, I can. You got white. That's fine. Or actually, Oars of Signet goes white and black, and then I'll do the Rogue's Passage. So I got white. Nope. Untap things. That's right.
What's going on now?
Rogue's Passage into Oars of Signet. I've got like mana that the signets mess up my like calculated mana. So yeah, Rogue's Passage goes into there, create white and black. Then I can do another white so I can cast Adeline from the graveyard.
Okay. So I get another Amass Orcs.
Yeah. I'm going to give you another Amass Orcs as well, because I'm going to go Field of Ruin and Swamp and cast the Smitten Swordmaster, but then this is triggering Corpse Knight, so you each lose 1 life.
Yeah, down to 2.
Twice, so you use another one. And then I'm going to leave it there.
You can't ping me for 1, or you're going to give Llachlan the privilege of knocking me out?
I'm going to give Llachlan the privilege of knocking you out. I'm going to play a land per turn, though. So...
It's really hard for that.
I'm just, to quote Fisto from Fallout New Vegas, I will assume the position.
Yeah.
Well, have you watched the Fallout series, Llachlan and Jason?
So that is going to be
I have.
my turn.
It's so good, isn't it? Have you watched all of it, or are you still working through it?
No, I watched it all, but as an ex-soldier myself,
Yeah.
assume the position means something quite like I have my own mental stuff that goes with that, right?
So wait, were you saying they didn't have sex bots in the army? How?
Again,
I
jokes men make.
Yeah, I have not watched the Fallout series because I've never had any interaction. But I will definitely watch it because I think it's probably the second game series that will be.
So you're broadcasting your screen, by the way, on your device. Just so you know.
Sorry, I was doing some feedback on Axiom now. My bad.
No worries.
Yeah. You're onto Llachlan's board anyway on stream, so it's over to you, Llachlan.
Yeah, over to you.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you've written this space safe from Amy with a little smiley face. That's so adorable. I love the rainbow too.
Yeah, and it's a really good rainbow.
It is.
It's all the important colors of the rainbow. It's got pink and blue in it, and red. Because I couldn't find where the green and blue markers went.
I was about to say, is that for Trans Pride, or just nice?
Well, just us NBs and trans, and the red is for anybody who's just on fire.
We've all been on fire this game, absolutely. No, this is this stream is a safe space for everyone, regardless of who you are.
I had a horrendous experience on a stream about a month ago. And it resulted in some chat. Why are they them's always so cringe and awkward, and and there was a few little autistic things coming along, and it was quite upsetting because part of it was I realized I had no word for it.
No, I'm
Right?
sorry you had that experience. That is just completely
because
unacceptable.
it wasn't transphobia
Yeah.
because I'm not trans,
Mm.
right? So when I'm non-binary. That's not, and so
isn't non-binary under the trans umbrella?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, I would, and of course this comes down to this whole thing because it's got a separate letter in the alphabet soup,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's true.
That's fair. Yeah.
And I would certainly hate to, encroach on, like, and I often feel like I'm encroaching on trans like spaces, or that, my lived experience is not a trans lived experience, right? Like, I haven't had to I haven't had to undergo people making physical changes to my body to ensure that who I am matches with what the world expects to see. Like, there's so many things that I just don't apply to my experience of the world. My son is trans, and we've actually had this discussion, and so I'm sitting there and I'm feeling like I have no word to explain why I'm upset, right?
Yeah.
It was and so I've started on my stream having, like, if my guests are comfortable, we actually do the pronoun part as part of our introduction, just to normalize for chat that no, this is a space for everyone. And I know I made I did do a video on Twitter just after it happened. And so I really believe very much in being the safe space, not just in creating a safe space, but part of that, my responsibility is to be the safe space for someone. Like,
especially when you're hosting, it's your responsibility to ensure the guests are welcome, and that's really sorry.
But anybody who's playing Magic with me, right? Magic is for everyone.
Yeah.
And so
yes, agreed.
My mat has to be part of creating that safe space. So anything that happens in a game with me has to be part of creating a safe space.
And that's how it should be. And you set a great example of that. And it's a shame that you've got a few idiots there attempting to undermine that work.
And it was really the first time that had happened on a stream, and it happened in a stream with somebody who's absolutely just aces as a person, right? But he had a couple of guests that did some misgendering early on. I made a play, and this other player basically swore at me and treated me sort of badly, which then gave chat permission to carry on, right?
It gave them that. It made them feel like, okay, well, if they're saying it, then I can say it too.
If this player isn't respecting me, why should I? And then, of course, the whole 9 yards. And then, I tried to sidestep the whole, because I did not want to. You never react to something within 5 minutes of it happening, right? Just don't.
You're trying to prove, and it proves then you're trying to be the better person. So.
And one of the people involved, messaged me, and it was the biggest person at fault in the incident. I'm like, I'm sorry, you had to see this and all the rest of it, and I was just like, I like seeing your commander. I look forward to seeing it in the hands of another pilot. And I left it at that, and then they were like, fuck turfs, and I'm like, that's even worse, because that tells me you don't even know what a turf is.
Yeah, just sounded like they were trying.
Right? That's not something you throw out. Because someone is, it was just, the whole thing was just like beyond. Anyway, I've hijacked this thread long enough.
No, it's absolutely fine. You're welcome to express yourself flat on here. We're a safe stream. So
I have 4 cards in my hand, which is what I had at the end of my turn, so I've not drawn yet.
Yeah.
And I know I had 4 cards because I discarded and
filtered.
I am ready to accept my demise at your hands. So
are you? So I'm gonna play an island, and then I'm gonna prove a soul ring is never too late.
Never.
And let's see. I'm gonna do 1 in a blue. Oh, interesting. I could tap a target artifact. So I'm gonna play Adric, Mathematical Genius.
Oh, that whiny little bastard.
Yes. But he's the companion of which Doctor?
Peter Davison, the Fifth Doctor.
No, the second.
No,
Oh, sorry.
no.
I
Adric,
mixed him up with Jamie. It's okay. I mixed him up with Jamie.
Jamie,
I
yeah,
mixed him up
Jamie
with Jamie.
Crimmon. Yeah.
Yeah. Adric is the only. Adric was the first companion to die under the Doctor's.
Yes, he was in trying to stop shit from crashing into prehistoric Earth.
Yep. He should have been faster at maths.
You'll never know if he was right.
Now I wish I hadn't done that. So
You made yourself sad, did you?
I did. Well, no, because it wasn't the flavor win that I thought it was going to be.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Right.
No, it's fine.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can still do that. Okay. So I'm gonna pay 5. For my heroes podium.
Yep.
So each legendary creature I control gets +1/+1 for each other legendary creature I control.
Yeah.
So I control 3 legendary creatures.
Yeah.
So Sauron, for example, would get +2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to play it.
That's all right. No. You're here to enjoy
It's
yourself.
the end of things, so and I also don't want to discard it just in case it happens to go an extra turn. All right. And now I am going to move to combat.
Yep.
Okay. Because I can. I'm going to do this. So I am going to declare attackers.
Yeah.
And I have a myriad trigger on the stack.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to pay 2 and a blue to copy the triggered ability.
Okay. So you're going to create 2 Saurons going at me?
One. So yeah. So the Sauron trigger will happen. So it doesn't really matter. Like Amy's board is big enough that it doesn't actually matter that this is what's happening. Whoops. Yes.
So I will scoop. I will. I know I'm dead anyway.
Which ones are coming at me?
The not original one.
Just the original Sauron, is it?
One of the not original ones. Yeah.
What do you mean?
The
So
myriad
the
copies.
original is going at.
Chris.
So these are definitely going at Chris.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm dead. So
And I've got
Well,
2
I'm trying to
copies
kill
of
you.
Sauron, which
Right.
are 14, which is 7/6, isn't it?
so 14 power in total.
And then
Yep.
I would
I'm-
normally get one. I would normally get one
Well,
Sauron zombie, but I get 2
Hang
of them
on,
now.
hang on.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna declare Vona and Smith and Swordmaster as blockers.
Perfect.
But then I'm also going to swift end your Orc army.
It was
So-
going at him.
was going-
Yeah,
at me.
that's fine. Chris still dies, but then you don't get all of the ring temps you
stopping the
triggers
ring triggers.
from
Yeah.
the 3 Saurons.
Yeah.
Is what I want to stop.
So I'll die to the Sauron, but the Orc army will die before combat damage.
Yeah.
So was that? Sorry, was that actually going to? Was that going to do anything to you?
So what was going to happen was you're going to get 3. You're going to get 9 triggers of drawing and discarding again to go and dig and find things.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. I'm done. Like the game is yours.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm tapped. I'm tapped. I deliberately made sure everything that I could attack with was tapped.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'll take that
Tapped.
Yeah.
bit back then. I've blocked the 2 and
Yeah.
I gain 6.
And I die to the Sauron in the army. which is sort of somewhat ironic, I think,
Which
in
is-
the grand scheme of things.
Yes. And it's very flavorful of the Doctor, because what does the Doctor do?
Mm-hmm.
He uses your own stuff against you.
So we're going to my turn now,
so-
is it? Or
The field is yours, my lady.
okay. I got to draw and discard again from. Yeah, I've got to change the.
I'm just gonna take the 4 though, because
I'm just going to put it onto the big screen for now. So I can draw and discard and then discard a card. Promise of loyalty. And then I'm going to. You've only got like one creature of use. I'm going to turn sideways with everything. Triggers Adeline, I get to create a human. This will be my human that's tapped and attacking as well. It's a 1/1. I get to look at top 6, but I assume you don't have any blockers anyway. So
I just had the second Doctor, and I would never throw him in front of a bus.
So this would be 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Perfect.
Nice.
So even if I block something,
Yeah.
it's still more than 11.
Well, yeah, you could block Adeline. It'd be 6 less.
And I believe that's game. So let's give a
Yeah.
GG's in chat for Amy.
GG.
So in
Hey.
hand, everybody lives. The 8th Doctor, Ponder, and an island.
Nice. Everybody lives such a good card.
I had Fell the Mighty. Obviously, Murdered Rider you knew about anyway.
So yeah, congrats to Amy, and well done to Llachlan and Jason as well for being such good
And
guests.
now I wish I clipped that part where I
So-
said when we get to the end of the game and Amy wins.
Yeah.
It won't blame me.
So very well done, and thank
It
you
was
all in
fun.
chat
That was
for
much fun.
for sticking with us. It's 10 to 11 British time. That's been quite the adventure. We started off cursed, and it was worth the wait in the end. So
Yeah.
congrats to Llachlan and to Jason as well. So
That was lovely to get to meet Jason and to see both of you again.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no
it was really
worries.
great.
Great.
Thank you for joining
Great
us.
getting a game in.
Yeah.
And if you do want to invite us onto your podcast as you suggested, just hit us up. We would love to be a guest.
I do, and I think what we'll do is I'll try and aim it. So we occasionally do a Sunday afternoon where we take our guests whose time zones are too far either west or too far east to stay up late. So
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be great. Give us hit us up on Twitter or in Discord, and we can work something out. But yeah, we would love to join you.
perfect.
And
I raced in the house and did not stop at the bathroom. So the fact that I haven't had to get up and leave in 4 hours is remarkable.
that is very impressive. Well done. So
Yeah, testament to your willpower.
yes,
Who says age leads to incontinence, right?
no? If anything, we'll say it's the army training working. So Llachlan, we will let you start close this out. So yes, please remind chat who you are and where they can find you.
Sorry, my OBS has disappeared.
That's all right.
You can find me on Twitch, Loch Ness. For example, in like 2 hours, I will be doing Two-Headed Giant with the Unskilled Commander and Latash. And if you want to just chat at me, you can hit me at Twitter at Llachlan, and I'll reply back to you. If anybody out there is interested in doing a Two-Headed Giant match, I'd be happy to have anybody on board. And other than that, I do Hate Has No Home Here events at schools and local LGSs, and just really try and create safe, fun experiences within the community.
And we've definitely proven that tonight, and it's great to have someone there championing inclusivity and safeness. So really, thank you very much for joining us, especially rushing
Thank
back
you for
from work.
having me.
Yeah, indeed. And over to you, Jason. Please tell chat where they can find you and who you are.
You can, I guess, tweet at me, even though I don't really. Jason at Jason D&D MTG. Or you can find me making terrible D&D player decisions at Fate Weavers, which is a recorded actual play DM by a very patient DM. I think is the only way I can say it. We have done a lot of shenanigans, a lot of wild magic nonsense. So
It's
uh,
been bonkers.
absolutely, and I think this would surmise it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely been good natured bonkers. But thank you
Mhm.
very much for joining us again. It's been great. What are you gonna say?
No, it's just laughing.
We will say goodbye now. So thank you to everyone in chat for joining us. Thank you once again to our lovely guests, and we will be back in 2 weeks' time. So be sure to check us out, and be sure to check out our wonderful guests. And if you are burning a bit not ill, go check out Llachlan in a couple of hours' time. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
have a-
definitely come check out my Twitch stream. I've hit 150 followers, so next goal is 175.
well, we
Hey,
will
let's
make sure.
go.
Everybody needs to get over there now and give her a follow.
Yeah,
Give them a follow.
Give them a
sorry,
follow right away.
and, get them up to 200 if you can.
Yeah. So yeah, have a good night and take care, everyone.
Night,
Wait,
people.
I can do this. I
Good
can make
night.
my love symbol.
Bye.
Bye.